Heated shenanigans, working stiffer than mannequins. Vader time like a mannequin. Mega powers, I'm savage and beat the babbling. Got him shook off the verbal acumen. I'm the main event, meaning nobody coming after him. The topics we be tackling, ankle locking and tapping them. I hate seafood, but I might throw the Boston crab on him. You know sometimes it gets heated. You know sometimes it gets heated.
We are live, brother.
What's going on, chat? It's the boys. We are live streaming Raw. My first time live streaming Raw. 3 hours. I'm sure it's going to go by super quick. So fast because, you know, it's Monday. So
Great way to cap off Monday. Great way.
We decided before we came on here, this is not Punk's night, I don't believe. This isn't the return of Punk. We're on the fast lane, no pun intended, to Mania. And what do we got? Like 4 weeks left?
Oh, we've got our good buddy Craig.
Craig, what up, Craig?
What's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Yeah. What was the question, real quick, Mike?
I don't remember. The show starts. Dude, I got ADHD. You gotta answer or it's gone. Dude, stadium looks beautiful. They're in North Carolina State University tonight. University.
The PNC Arena.
Rock
World famous.
Cat.
World famous.
Dude, he's looking a little dark themed tonight. Did you see he posted a picture of him in his Bullet Club gear?
Rock is a Cody. This ought to be good. I think Cody, the rebuttal is going to be good.
I think he should just start rapping, dude, like he did that Tupac that one night. Just let him have it.
Teach him a lesson.
It looks like we're yeeting in the beginning here.
Oh, good. I do want to point out, guys, again, thank you for joining us. Make sure to hit that like button if you have not yet subscribed. Please do hit that as well. Got a lot of stuff to talk about on 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. We're going to be talking some Squared Circle Expo. We're going to be showing a little sneak peek of our podcast with Kelly throughout the episode, so stay tuned for that. A lot of great stuff as we kick off Raw, as Mike said, with Jey Uso. Main event, Jey.
He's here.
He's here.
And when you're here, you're family. Did you see? I guess it was in an interview. I think it was Jimmy or Jay said they could go on for another 3 years with Bloodline stuff. That's how many people they have waiting to join the Bloodline. Please, no. Please, God, let this Mania be it.
We're not even out of the third inning. Remember that.
I don't watch baseball, but that sounds like bad news. I got to be honest with you.
Well, there's 9 innings in a game, Mike.
I don't know what that means. Yeah. What about 9 outings? You know, no one's talking about the outings nowadays.
I would say turn your TV down just a smidge.
All right, got to get up to do that. So if my butt crack hangs out, chat, please forgive me.
Well, there goes the views.
Oh, God.
Rob's Anime Toys. What's going on? Hopefully all is well with you. Thank you for joining us.
He's back.
We got they confirmed, right? Jimmy and Jay, WrestleMania?
Yeah, that's confirmed. Jimmy accepted on SmackDown, I believe.
Man. I like those glasses, though.
Oh, he's calling him straight out, brother. We're getting straight to it. Straight
out. I can hear Jey Uso from your TV.
Dude, I still need to turn it down more?
Not now.
Okay.
Jay went silent.
Jay went silent.
Silent Jay.
That's good. That's good. Oh, no.
Thank you. I'm here for the next 3 hours. Oh, we got the bloodline already. I want to point something out, though, on Raw, and I don't know if you've noticed it yet. We have seen less and less Judgment Day on Raw. I'm not complaining.
At all, because I remember the doldrum days of them being 2 hours of the 3 hours of Raw, so.
What's going on, John? Welcome, sir.
On?
John is a very loyal supporter of everything we've been doing, and we really appreciate John and all of his contributions over here.
on SmackDown. I think me and him were chatting in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Big chatter. It's like looking in a mirror.
It's a terrible joke.
They should do the doink spot and start.
Oh, please. That would be. See, call Rikishi. You see that sign?
What's he gonna do?
Going good, John. Hopefully you're doing well out there.
You think he ever threatened to stink face his sons because they were acting up? Who's going in the corner and getting the tribal cheeks?
The tribal cheeks. Oh, God. I hope not. That'd be horrible.
Child abuse.
This is great. Do you think this match is going to deliver, though? Like, is he
with brother versus brother matches? There's one example of it being really good, and that's Brett versus Owen. No other brother versus brother matches are even memorable, so they have something to do for the new generation. Give them a new taste.
Here's the question: do they make up at the end of the match?
I think we'll get like a Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels spot where Jimmy fakes him out and then low blow, something like that, from their Mania match. Why is he challenged him to a match and now he's asking him to come back? Isn't that a little reverse?
I mean, I think this is all going to come full circle. This also could be another way to throw a kink in the bloodline armor with maybe Jimmy finally fully defecting from the bloodline instead of like doing like a big show with the NWO.
I like you. Me like you that. Calling him little bro is so funny.
Which one's technically older?
I think it's Jimmy, but it's only by like a couple minutes, I think.
It's just wow, because like Jimmy is so much more charismatic than Jay.
You think so?
Honestly, I think so.
I think he's funnier, but I think Jay's better at being serious, if that makes sense. It's hard to take Jimmy seriously. Absolutely, Craig. Would love to see it. I need stripes up top and cheeks down low. I don't want pants on Rikishi at Mania. Just in case, brother. You can't hold those things back.
I don't know if he's mobile enough to do a special ref spot.
It could be special enforced. What a time taker? Maybe, I don't know.
Something to make sure Solo doesn't get involved, or one of the other 900 Bloodline members.
You think it happens night 1 or night 2?
I think this is a night 1 thing. Like I don't see that being a night 2.
Yeah.
I do think that they pulled the trigger too early on turning Jay out of the bloodline. I think if they would have waited till closer to Mania.
I felt like that whole trade scenario was just kind of awkward. It felt awkward.
They've definitely done more with Jay than they have Kevin Owens.
I'd be pissed if I was Kevin. Which match so far are you guys most excited about? Well,
Sammy and Gunther.
You're most excited about that? I'm probably... Yeah, from an in-ring perspective, that's going to be the banger. We're getting after it right now.
Damn, that pop.
Oh, no, he's going to thumb him. Dude, not to the knuckle. Come on, bro. Who's coming out?
That's got to be Cody. Cody comes out every time Jay's in trouble. He's putting up the bat signal right now.
Cody's really taking his time.
It's got to be Cody. Or maybe they just let Jay get some heat. Is it Cody?
Mm-hmm.
It's Cody. Batman's here.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm ahead of you a little bit. I don't know if I can fix it.
Oh no, that it'll have to be me that gets fixed because.
Well, if I'm ahead, I can pause it and fall back a little bit.
Oh no, you're good. We'll have two different reactions. What I think's going to happen and what actually happens.
Watching the bloodline fall apart week by week. Brother, if this is just the third inning, this is only the beginning. Cody is dressed like an evil train conductor. Like he's coming by. Let me see your tickets, brother. What do those yellow signs say?
10, I think.
Sean showing up tonight?
Tonight? I mean, maybe. He went to NXT, didn't he?
Yeah. Has he shown back up since? I have no idea. I know one time.
I don't.
If Chase is here, he'd let us know. He's our resident NXT.
Chase in the chat.
Chase in the chat.
Chase in the chat.
I love how much Pat just gets into all the themes. It's really.
I like the outfit Pat's got on too.
Do you think I'm ahead of you? But do you think they've definitely got their money's worth out of Nia, correct? Like,
100%.
I think she's improved. She's better than she was prior. Yeah.
She definitely didn't get worse.
As earlier in the year, or when he was the fall guy for Seth, and then I think he did end the feud with Cody. What was the NXT question? Has Shawn Spears showed up more than just his re-debut? The Scott Hall gear that Becky was wearing, fire. Tonight.
I'll say this though about Nia, this run with Nia. She feels like more of a threat. She feels more intimidating, right, and more like somebody that is a threat to the champion, being Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I like their main event in Australia, mate.
She's 0-2 recently against Nia. She lost the one-on-one clean, and then she lost that other one by DQ.
I miss the CFO music for DIY and Johnny Gargano.
I miss the CFO music for Sasha Banks.
Just bring CFO back. Who's doing it now? I don't even know their names. I'm not even up to date on who's making this awful WWE music. Who's got the best current music?
Cody.
And that's not in-house, brother. That's out-house.
Or I mean, personally, because I had to hear it so much, Judgment Day. I like that.
Newer crap, I'll give it to you from like that newer produced WWE music. So we got the 6-man tag coming up at Mania. This is a qualifying match, DIY versus the Creed Brothers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wrestled. He wrestles. Bro, I'm having a stroke trying to read Chase's comment. He wrestled already. No, I know that's right, Chase. Just going to toss out 4 weeks on a row. Rhea is absolutely the standard of smoking up. Yeah. No one's going to argue there. What up, John? No one's arguing there, brother. No one is arguing there. Well, I had a stroke typing that. Well, you're at work, so maybe don't do that. Let's give a shout out to the sponsors right now.
100%.
Great sponsors. We got.
I'll do you one better. We'll throw up the flyer.
Oh, yeah, we got a big thing coming. June 29, 2024, Lafayette, Indiana, Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds. Lafayette, Indiana, the hottest wrestling show that this city has ever seen, this county has ever seen. This state will now have another great wrestling promotion one day. But right now, it's all about Every Child Wins. Scott, what are you most excited about with this show coming up?
Oh, God, I mean, look at this roster. And this is not even everybody we have on the show. Right. This is just everybody I have confirmation out of, and it's a who's who. You're looking at some of the absolute top stars in independent wrestling right now. Dale Patrick's international superstar, Josh Crane, international superstar. Eric Dillinger has been everywhere and dominated. Sam Beal, TNA talent. Laney Luck, GPA, ROH, AEW. Same with Ari Alexander, Sage Phillips, Trey Lamar, Heather Monroe, David Ali. And you've got Mr. Main Event himself on there, Brett Havoc. It's going to be a completely star-studded affair. And all the money that we raise for this show is going to juvenile diabetes and muscular dystrophy. And the sponsors at the bottom, huge thank you to Hampton Inn, Evil Genius Tattoo Club, Hooters, Executive Cuts Barbershop, Healthies, Infinity Toy Store, American Porkers, and Big League Sports Bar. Thank you guys so much for helping make this show possible. It honestly does not happen without all of this support from our community. We are really grateful for all of you.
Absolutely. And a special performance by me live at the show. Mike Bradley, he will be there. We don't have music queued up for this stream, but we will next time. Killing it. And we got 3 months. There's more to be announced, to be fair.
Yeah.
Fair. This isn't all.
I can tell you, and we're also not done announcing former ECW WWE talent for this show either. We are in the process of finalizing another name for this show. Just waiting for the contract to come back, the acceptance. But it's going to be within the ECW theme. And this individual was a prominent member on ECW. So, guys, make sure to stay tuned for that. What's going on, Missy? Thank you for joining.
What up, Missy?
Appreciate you.
We're just here. And my man's over here is performing at the show. Yeah, Chase, you're a little late. I am performing at the show. It's going to be fantastic.
We've already covered that, but you know something else we want to take a moment while we're on commercial break here? What drops tomorrow afternoon on all of our platforms? Shoot interview with Kelly Kelly. We're going to be playing a clip from our podcast with Kelly a little bit later on in the episode here tonight. Again, we have 3 hours to fill. And Kelly has been absolutely incredible to work with. We've got quite a few things coming up with Kelly Kelly moving forward here.
2024 is a big year for us. Got to be honest with you. More than I can keep track of. I'm still bootleg t-shirts with Scott's face on them. Fantastic idea, John. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Get Mike's image on there too.
Please. Should I have a merch table? That's the big question people are asking about.
Do you want one?
I don't know. Should I have one? I just don't. Here's the thing, right? I don't want to be disrespectful to the wrestlers. Like, I don't want to seem like I'm trying to make it about me. You know what I mean?
Have you seen the inside of that fairgrounds? We got plenty of space.
It's huge. I'll put it right by the bathroom doors if I have to. As soon as you come out, buy a shirt. Uh-oh.
We do have Heated Shenanigans podcast t-shirts available for sale too.
Absolutely.
All sizes, $25, and we will cover shipping. If you're interested, let us know.
Heyman is upset right now.
No, he's pulling his best Karen right now. I can hear Heyman.
Turn him down.
I see it. Just turn down all of that. I'm not trying to get us popped on here. And the t-shirts we were talking about, guys. Heated Shenanigans podcast. We got them all the way up to 4X.
Woo!
We'll take care of you.
Yes, baby.
I have my juice and
thoughts on Adam Pearce as a GM.
I think he's done really well to expel those old ideals of what a GM was, kind of being just like the hated asshole that, just always, messing up the night. I really like the role he plays. He plays it very well. I wouldn't mind. I think they would have hinted at it a little more, but I wouldn't mind a Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce match at Mania if they wanted to go that route.
I would love to see both of those men get back in the ring.
Even just for a one-off. I would love if Aldis had an entire run, to be honest. But
somebody pointed out while we're waiting on Creed brothers to make their way to the ring that this run by The Rock is arguably the best of his career in terms of like mic work.
The only thing I didn't like about his SmackDown performance, he was being too likable. I think It was more, yeah, I don't know. Like, if you just tuned in and you had no idea The Rock was a heel right now, you wouldn't have figured it out, I don't think. Because his songs are fire. Might as well make a John, you're goddamn right, buddy. Calling it like you see it, and I like that about you. What do you think wins? What's your prediction on this one? It's got to be DIY, right?
Yeah, I think it's DIY. Though I do like the Creed brothers. Like they've started to grow on me. When I first saw them, they dominated that like gauntlet tag match, eliminating New Day, DIY, and I was like, what is with the vanilla Steiner brothers?
Very vanilla. I think they're great. They're fantastic. They need something though, character-wise. So.
Charisma would be a great start.
You do what?
Charisma would be great.
Is it too on the nose to pair them with Braun?
With who?
Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
I think he's.
Oh God! Like, I mean, I could see Braun and them being a stable, but like, then again, there'd be no charisma.
Thank you for admitting that. When people tell me that Braun Breaker is the second coming of like Brock Lesnar, I'm just like, all right, guys, chill out. He can run the ropes fast. All right, it's calm down.
I would say this with Braun, he got Scott's physique, but Rick's charisma.
What you want the flip
that. Turn that around. I mean, I really like the Creed brothers have really grown on me as a tag team.
No, super athletic in the ring. Dude's got a hogger on him. Jesus Christ. These guys got the skin tights on tonight. But yeah, they're great in the ring. I liked them in NXT when they were Diamond Mine and they were with Stokely, because Stokely's a gem. No pun intended. But yeah, now they're just kind of. If you had to compare them to American Alpha.
See, that's the thing. Like, Chad Gable has charisma, and
so did Jason Jordan, to be honest.
I hate that, like, the stereotypical all-American wrestling tag team, like, they have to use an ankle lock. Like, that has to be in the moveset.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But I mean, like, pan away as we're getting wrestling. Good job. American Alpha had more charisma and were better in the ring, according to Chase.
According to one Chase.
I don't know if you had to pick a manager to give them a little bit of like pizzazz. Who you
currently have? They don't have a lot of managers employed, unfortunately. Put Jason Jordan with them. Fudge it, dude. That guy, and just make him like the whiny, like, why aren't my guys getting all the gold manager? I'm fine with that. And who knows? Maybe they could break free from the wrestling gimmick. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they have something else in them, and we're not sure of yet.
I think, no pun intended, like this is a very Raw tag team.
This reminds me more of like a late 80s, early 90s WCW tag team. Paul Heyman as Creed's. That's a lot on the books.
They're not Samoan.
Yeah, he's got a fetish right now, and
Paul's got a type right now to manage.
And it's not a pale white man.
You know, one thing right now I want to take a quick moment to give a shout out to is our friends over at the Wrestling Guy Store Phoenix. Mr. Tony Vela helping us get some incredible action figures earlier today. Some sealed BCS figures of Shawn Michaels, Ahmed Johnson, and Big Van Vader, in addition to an entire stack of 1996 WWF magazines. Tony is a phenomenal guy. Make sure to check out the Wrestling Guy Store Phoenix website. There are 2 Wrestling Guy stores. Make sure you get the one for Phoenix. That's the one that you're going to want. And again, a huge shout out to Tony. In addition to our friend Victoria, make sure to check out her Twitch channel. She goes live on there quite often. You don't want to miss it. Make sure to follow her on Twitch. One of the absolute greatest and sweetest And last but certainly not least, shout out to our friend of the podcast, the Queen of Extreme, Francine. Make sure to check out her podcast, Eyes Up Here, on iHeartRadio and on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe to the Queen on YouTube.
The Queen! Sorry, my phone fell. Bring back the phone with an antenna.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Belding phone? I'm fine with it.
Who's the breakout star between the two?
Oh, it's too early to tell. Like,
it's the taller one. I don't know their names. What's their name?
Yeah,
David.
Vanilla and Manila. Like, flip a coin. Flip a coin. I do think though at the next commercial break, we'll drop a little sneak peek of that Kelly podcast. It kind of ties in. I'm waiting to see if a certain person shows up on Raw because it'd be very fitting to time it to that. Because we did talk about that, and we also did talk about Kelly's return to WWE, what her plans are for that. Whoop, already got that one up there. But as we also close out here on this commercial, I do want to give another quick shout out to where we're going to be on Friday, March 29th and March 30th, Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Wyndham West Hotel for Squared Circle Expo 4. Look at the flyer, guys. And this ain't even all the talent. Headlined by the Icon Sting, Nick Nemeth, Ultimo Dragon, the Hardy Boys, Kane, Mick Foley, Lex Luger, Matt Riddle, Eric Bischoff. This is a who's who of professional wrestling, and from any era, any time period, past, present, the future, Squared Circle Expo is going to be the place to be. We'll get into some more guests that we're bringing to that here later on in the stream.
It's 2 days long, and boy, I don't need as many names have been announced. I don't know if that's enough time. That's how
90 wrestlers.
Incredible. And so many different eras, time periods, newer, older. Wrestling fan of any age can go in there and find someone to meet and greet.
I think next year we're bringing in Nick Bockwinkel.
You would be so stoked. You would be. We couldn't pull you away. Brutus and Julius Creed are the names. Shout out, Craig.
Thank you, Craig. Shout out, Craig.
It's not Vanilla and Manila, as Scott had said. They actually have real names.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Names?
No, the two.
I'm still bummed.
Missy, if you can't make it to the expo, if you want any of our guests, get with us. We do have pricing available for those that cannot make it. We do have pre-sales available. And the Creed brothers are just dismantling DIY.
Yes, you are.
Or as R-Truth has been calling them, DX.
DIX.
DIX.
So we in June, Raw's coming to Indianapolis. How are you feeling about maybe going to that?
That has to be pre our show, right?
Oh, it's 100% pre our show.
I wouldn't mind. I would love to show up.
You thinking a company picnic?
I would love. Yeah.
3 hours of. Well, he went early on that.
They're gonna fix it. Don't you wait. Once Brutus or Julius figures it out, boy, we're in there.
They're ultra athletic, though.
The shorter one kind of looks like Chris Farley. I gotta be honest with you, like an orange-shaped Chris Farley, an idol of mine growing up. So I would know.
Look at that house, though. It's completely packed. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought Tatum Paxley was Paige.
I can see that. I just
looked down there. I was like, "What the hell?"
Not the verb.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. We'll talk Midnight Express. This is a great era.
Go ahead, Scott. Take away. That's who Scott came up with. Was the Road Warriors.
Gorgeous George, the OG.
Paul Ellering started by managing Scott. A lot of people don't know that. That was his first manager. And Scott was like, "Hey, man, there's these two dudes who got face paint and spikes. If you wanna, I'll probably take care of myself for a while."
Yeah.
Guess what that's about.
This is a really good. This is the one thing that I do like, that they're giving tag teams time to shine on Raw. I like the move.
Definitely a welcomed direction after Vince always being so anti-tag team.
Oh, Vince would have shoved 4 matches in the time that they've been given.
The only issue I have, and this is something I've been thinking about. Now, I'll pose the question to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the tag titles are more highly regarded now than they were last year, or were they more highly regarded going into last year's Mania? Where is the prestige level as compared to them? Because it was involved in one of the biggest storylines in wrestling history.
I think it definitely took a step down. It took a little step down, not a big step.
But you know, at the sacrifice you gain, like we said, the more inclusions of more actual tag teams. 6 tag teams in a ladder match seems like a lot. That's 12 men, but you know, they'll figure it out.
Vince wouldn't even have that many tag teams employed.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
It's great that tag team wrestling is this deep now in WWE.
Who all's been confirmed? Do we know? Who won?
I would need to see.
They had a SmackDown match, didn't they? It was Pretty Deadly versus
Creed and not Creed, Dunn and Bate.
Who? The Bate. Yeah, the Bate brothers. The Masters.
They won.
Those guys, they won. Almost made a bad joke. Yeah, they won.
The Baters.
Baters.
Is that where we're going with this?
Like I said, I would love to see if Street Profits got involved in that. You're gonna play that Kelly clip. Or you're gonna hold it another commercial break.
I want to hold it one more because I'm trying. I'm hoping this individual pops up because it would be very fitting.
Proud.
It'd be very fitting. But while we are on the subject of Kelly, guys, she is indeed one of the stars that we are bringing to Squared Circle Expo. You will get your opportunity to meet Kelly on both Friday and Saturday in Indianapolis, Indiana. She's going to be having a variety of things available at the table, pictures, autographs, and cameo. She is going to be doing cameos at the table. Have her say hi, happy birthday, well wishes, opening for your podcast, plug for your podcast. We're going to have her available for that. We are also going to be having one of the absolute greatest women
Love her.
of all time in professional wrestling. Someone that, damn it, should be in the Hall of Fame by now. The one and only TNA legend and WWE legend Victoria, as well as NWA Power Star and one of the fastest up-and-coming professional female wrestlers, Missa Kate. And I'm a little bit biased on this one, but making a very rare appearance at a signing is going to be none other than Ring of Honor royalty, former WWE commentator, former TNA wrestler, and current AEW commentator, the voice of AEW, the one and only Mr. Nigel McGuinness. But Nigel is only available Friday, so do plan accordingly if you're wanting to meet Nigel. And last but not least, one of the all-time most memorable managers across professional wrestling history, the beautiful Deborah McMichael, will be making a very rare appearance alongside us at Squared Circle Expo in Indianapolis, Indiana.
I want to try the
We're coming in hot.
Right?
Do what?
She's Friday and Saturday, right?
Yep. The only person that is Friday only is Nigel McGuinness.
He's got AEW going on. That's all right.
And hey, quick shout out to, seriously, in all honesty, quick shout out to AEW for allowing us to work with Nigel and being gracious enough to approve the day for him to come do the signing with us. We are very, very thankful for that opportunity. So thank you, AEW, for that.
1,000%. We got Johnny about to make the hot tag. Here comes Tommaso. Little kick. All right. Just a little kick.
I'm ready for a DIY tag run.
Do what?
With the belts on the main roster.
Let them have everything, to be honest.
You know, like, take that Money in the Bank briefcase too. Let's not stop at the tag titles.
Take Judgment Day off TV. They don't need to take them off TV. Just split them up. I think. How long have they been a thing now? 3 years almost?
Oh God. Yeah.
What it feels like.
That was crazy. Edge was the one that started all this.
And now he's in a whole other company.
And they're honestly better off without Edge. I never thought I would say that.
Really? I thought Finn should have won the Hell in a Cell match that they had at Mania, but...
Well, I mean, he was the demon, right?
Yeah. He lost, didn't he? I think the demon's been on a losing streak. I think. Anybody think video games? It's definitely better than whatever Dunn had going on. I got to be honest with you. This is way better, more cinematic. Love the camera shots.
100%.
It's not stomp, cut, punch, cut. Give someone an aneurysm trying to keep up with the camera cuts there. Ooh, well, elbow to the face there. Brother's never heard of a cup. That's crazy.
Dude, it's crazy to think this match is still going on.
That's 3 hours, brother. I appreciate it. Damn, not the spit slap.
You know somebody that I miss on just TV in general? Dexter Lumis.
He's signed, right?
He's still there. I checked. He wasn't released.
Was he injured or something?
I just don't know if they don't have anything for him.
I didn't really like what they were doing with him before he was off TV. Like the whole, I think he was involved with like the Miz and stuff like that. It was kind of weird. But he has a great character, so like I don't know how they can't figure that out.
We're at 12 minutes for this one match. Hey, SmackDown opened up with a 25-minute promo, so
we're switching it up a little bit.
They're going to try the wrestling acts on a wrestling show. And there's the ankle lock. Seriously, out of all the moves. What in the...
DIY loves the old double submission spot. There we go. Flip him around, rub him down.
It kind of feels like that one Creed brother is a little slow on the uptake to get to the spots.
They should fire him? Is that what you're saying? He should be
cut
him? Well, Scott, this guy just got his job. You're already trying to get rid of him. Oh!
Woo!
I miss Loomis to remember WrestleMania 38 at a private location. Are they about to win? Dude. I fall for it every time.
Nice moonsault, though.
Yeah. Chris Farley is really...
I think they've taken damn near every one of Kurt's moves. The only thing they're missing is the triple Germans and the Olympic Slam.
Let's go. Oh! We're getting into it. Let's go.
Oh, God. There we go. DIY is headed to WrestleMania.
Where do you have to go?
DIY is heading to WrestleMania.
I love it. I hope they win Mania. I hope they do. That's my pick.
Point to the sign, guys.
Do it. It's the first time either of them have been on Mania, right?
I believe so.
I don't think Johnny... I think Johnny was injured during last year's Mania. Or is he even up to the main round? I don't know, dude. I
I don't think he was up to the main roster.
The DX sign in the crowd is killing me.
No, I love the that Rikishi one. Why is Finn dressed like Brodus Clay?
I can't lie to you. The idea, I might turn a face turn on Dom if he goes with Andrade. I might like him.
Can you cheer Dom?
Me?
Anyone?
No, I hate him. I hate his guts, but I'm saying I think for character he's just like Jamiroquai. But
it looks like you put Brodus Clay in the dryer, and this is what you got.
I like that Judgment Day hoodie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm just saying, merch sales have been down since they got rid of R-Truth.
Andrade versus Damian. Am I interested?
For the briefcase?
Get it off of him quick, please.
God, please.
That's my other gripe, is he is the holder of the men's Money in the Bank briefcase, but he's so tied up in tag stuff. He's not a single star anymore. So now I care even less about him cashing that in. You know what I mean?
We got to get Brodus Clay off the TV for me to care right now. Like I can't look at Finn Balor right now. This is ridiculous. They look like the Just Stop Smoking commercials WWF ran in the 90s.
1,000%.
I'm waiting for Rhea to smack a cigarette out of like Dom's hand.
I like the Rey Mysterio mask in the background. Nice touch. Ugh.
It's about the only time he showed up in Dom's life.
Oh my God. God damn it.
You know, for the longest time, Dom thought John Cena was Rey Mysterio because he couldn't see him as a father.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Hardy Boys?
Dudley's. TLC.
Edge and Christian? We're really promoting the other company right now.
We are. Sean talking about
If we had to rank your favorite 100 wrestlers, does British Bulldog make that top 100?
100 wrestlers?
Top
of all time.
Of your favorite time. If you sat down and made that list, do you think British Bulldog would make your top 100?
Yeah, like he'd be in like.
He'd be
on there.
We're talking British Bulldog with the braids. Hell yeah, he's top 90, maybe.
90?
Top 90. Is that too low? What do you mean?
There's 89 other guys you'd put above British Bulldog. I already know what your one is, and I ain't gonna fault you because he's in my top 5.
Sean,
yeah.
During these commercial breaks, do you want to make our top 100 list? It's a lot. British Bulldog might not make my top 100. He's great though. I think he had a legendary career. I loved him in WCW. I think he had an underrated career there.
Should have been world champion there.
Absolutely, 1,000%. Should have been in WWE too, but you know my number one wasn't having that.
He lost his smile and his push.
Yeah.
That'd be a good episode. Maybe we do an episode one day, you, me, and Chase.
Top 100?
Top 100 wrestlers. Like we don't do it all in one because that'd be too long.
Oh, that would be a fun little series. Break it up like 4 episodes, top 25 each. Keep it short and sweet. I'd like that. Chase, I'm sure, is making noodles right now, but he would agree. He's the young noodle god, and some people even know him as Mr. Noodle. So that's fair.
This is true. That's what Abby thought his name was Noodle.
He is lanky as a noodle. And he will be at Squared, someone said Squirrel Circle Expo. Squared Circle Expo. This is why we shouldn't do things live. Squirrel Circle, buddy. See all your favorite squirrels live downtown Indy.
I don't have a graphic for Squirrel Circle Expo.
We're bringing in all the legendary squirrels.
But you know another episode that we do have coming up in April?
What's that, Scott?
Boom.
Boom.
Talk to him, Mike.
That is one CVV Chris Van Fleet is showing up from the Insight podcast onto the Heated Shenanigans podcast. One of the most legendary interviewers in the game right now. Just had a great interview come out with John Cena. He's had great interviews all year. Love that we get to sit down and talk with this guy because he's got a lot of knowledge and we got a lot to learn. So be on the lookout for that. It's coming real soon, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
I don't know why. I really go into workers mode when I start.
Hey, Dan, what's going on, brother?
What up, Dan?
Dan is another proud member of Heated Shenanigans podcast. He is helping bring in Kelly to Squared Circle Expo with us. Dan has been in the game for a long time.
Is he bringing in any squirrels for Squirrel Circle Expo?
I don't think he's got any squirrels for Squirrel Circle Expo.
It's going to be a big hit. It's going to sell a lot of tickets. You're just not seeing the vision.
Dan low-key is probably one of the greatest guys that I've ever had the opportunity of working with, and he has been tremendously helpful.
Thunderbolt Patterson, inductee in the 2024 Hall of Fame. Regeneration X for the win. 1,000%.
Also, guys, if you're in the chat and you have not yet, please hit that like button, comment, engage,
share.
Also, something that I want to point out is coming up WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. We're going to be doing a live stream of both nights on this channel. We're doing a massive giveaway.
Big giveaway.
The first prize that we've already announced is going to be a replica Big Eagle Championship signed by Lex Luger and Sergeant Slaughter. We're going to be giving that away, as well as a copy of WWE 2K24. We got some autographed 8x10, some other goodies to give away as well for that night. But hey, the only way to win is to be subscribed, comment on the stream, and answer the trivia question associated with the prize. Be the first one to put the correct answer in the chat, and the prize at the time is yours. It's very simple, guys.
Right. You gotta be in it to win it. So be
and
there.
This is where they castrated Maxine Dupree.
How did you feel about that? Because like they're trying to do like a work shoot thing because like I don't know if you saw the videos of like people being mean to her and then Candace being like, well, this is why your brother died. That's extreme.
Hey, I'm just saying they don't book good heat like that nowadays. I mean, obviously, like stuff like that got cleared. She didn't go into business for herself.
But I just don't know how that helps Maxine. But
I mean, it might give her sympathy. Like, I mean,
she was already decently over though. It's not like it was just live crowds that were like, "Hey, you're working more than a 2-minute match and you're not quite ready."
Well, it's gone from live crowds now to every crowd.
That's tough. That is tough for poor Maxine.
But I want to keep something in mind though for everybody out there that has crapped on Maxine. Mandy Rose, when she started, was terrible, horrid, as was Trish. But they both got immensely better over the course of their careers. Both were at the top.
And it's just tough because you have a whole center dedicated to training people and making sure they're ready for wrestling. And then some people are like, oh, let's get them on TV now, and then just let them work out the kinks on TV. I don't know if that's necessarily a great idea. I won't lie, I have 3 pounds of squirrel in the freezer. Squirrel City Expo, bring all of the pounds of squirrel to it. Wait, does that mean they're dead? Don't bring dead squirrels, Squirrel City Expo. That is terrible. WrestleMania is 3 days before my birthday, which is on April 9th. Hell yeah.
Well, hopefully Missy you watch and win something.
That's true. You got to be in it to win it. That's what I keep saying. That's what the streets are saying.
That's what the sheets are saying, too.
The dirt sheets. What? Candace should just bully people. Like, she should just bring up things that no one know about every wrestler. Oh, this is why you're...
Oh, my God!
She is stretching that knee, huh? Look at Indy. She is gross out.
I like where this is going.
If this gives Candice LeRae more of a push, I'm for it.
Like ruthless Candice? I mean, that girl's knee just got dislocated.
Clearly.
Love the heel Candice. I'm here for it, man.
The high five. Oh, this is great. This is good stuff. Is your
Where
ankle?
is Where has this been? Where's this Candace been?
This is so good.
This is phenomenal. This next commercial, I'm going to pull the trigger on that Kelly.
Got it. The people are waiting. People have been asking.
I can always show it again.
You can do it every commercial break. There's not enough Kelly.
I don't think anybody would be upset with that.
I love the new Titantron for The Rock. It's such a. I hate the big screens. Usually the big LED. I think it's just a little too blah. But they made really good work of it on The Rock's entrance. I think so cool.
100%. Well, you know what? While The Rock is coming out, no time like the present, guys. We're going to play a special sneak peek of our podcast with Kelly, which is going to go up tomorrow across all of our social media platforms. Enjoy, guys.
It's so funny because I remember years ago, Tommy Dreamer had texted me, and I was in town. I think I was doing something in Philadelphia. I was doing a signing, and he was like, "Hey, I have this girl. She's like so great. She's an indie wrestler. Her name's Chelsea. She loves you, and it would be so cool if you could like do something in the ring with her." And I was like, yeah, like I'd love to meet her, like, you know, let's do it. And so I met her, and she was the sweetest thing. And she was like, I just want you to know you've influenced my career. And I was just like, I'm getting goosebumps because it means so much, like, to hear that, you know. And we did this, something in the match. I don't know what I did. I think I did a run in or something. And then in the end, I held her hand up, and it was just such a cool moment. And I want to say that was probably like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago.
Just a special little sneak peek of our podcast with Kelly coming up tomorrow. Tremendous.
That's a big get.
And that's a big no. We don't do kiss cards. No, but again, Kelly was tremendous. Incredibly honored to have Kelly on the podcast. We do go into, again, I can't stress this enough. This is going to be a great episode to watch, listen to. Kelly does open up about a return to WWE, how she's feeling about it, because of the impact. Again, she recently just became a brand new mom,
right.
And again, that's going to play a big factor into it. But I don't want to give too much away, but definitely do check that out. Again, it's going to drop across all the platforms tomorrow.
How'd you feel about Rock saying he's going to give a belt to Cody's mom? Kelly is awesome. Kelly
100%. I mean, nobody gets heat like The Rock, so I'm not upset about it. But I do think that this continues to drive home my point that Rock Cody would feel like a much bigger match than Roman and Cody.
I stand by the fact that Seth and Roman feel like background players in the entire story, which is insane because Roman is, you know, the reign he's had, no pun intended, and Seth just, you know, I don't know, they don't feel important, and they're the ones holding the titles, so that's insane.
Unless we get some major swerve, I care a lot more about this tag match than I do Roman versus Cody.
Like, yeah, 1,000%. Like, yeah, I want to see Cody finish the story, but now I'm more invested in seeing Cody, you know, get his comeuppance on The Rock.
I mean, all the horrible things The Rock has said about Cody and his family.
Right. Like, yeah. The build wasn't even this good last year to Roman versus Cody, so.
Absolutely not. Not even close.
And I don't think we're getting a one-on-one Cody versus Rock match. We're definitely getting Rock versus Roman probably next Mania or Saudi.
Maybe SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Give or take. I don't know. How you feeling about hour one so far of Monday Night Raw?
It hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. It's kind of went decent. Great wrestling from that tag match. Heel Candice was great. the talking segment with the Usos didn't go on too long, so overall I can't complain.
When's the last time you fully watched an episode of Raw?
I'll pop in. A full episode, boy. I can't even call it, brother. It's been a couple of years probably.
I'm glad that streak ends tonight.
Like even when we were doing reviews, I would try to. It was rough.
This is much better. Streaming the product is much better than watching it and remembering everything that happened.
Right. We can talk about it live as it's happening. Kind of like the live pro wrestling that's going to be in Lafayette, Indiana, June 29th at the Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds. He Just Shenanigans presents Every Child Wins, Scott. I just slam dunked that promo. Look at it. Look at the talent going to be at the Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds, Lafayette, Indiana, Saturday, June 29th, 2024. Every Child Wins. We have a few legends for sure going to be there. We got Shane Douglas. We got the Saiyan Man. We got Francine. And then wrestling, we have some of the best in the Midwest showing up here. And it's all for juvenile diabetes research. Talk to him, Scott.
And muscular dystrophy as well. Two very important charities to us. Matches, we've released some matches, not all. Again, we don't want to give everything out at once, but it's going to be an incredible night. And it's going to hopefully make a big difference in the lives of those affected by the illnesses that we are trying very hard to work on money for. And again, guys, tickets are on sale right now. You can reach out to me on social media to get your tickets in advance, to guarantee your spots, or you can get them at the door. Both are fine. We are offering a special VIP package for $250, which comes with 4 front row seats, 1 hour early access into the show, free autograph and picture with all of the ECW legends that we have coming to the show, and 4 entries into the grand prize drawing, which I've got a lot of stuff to gather up for that. So wait for Fonzie to show up with the whistle.
Woo!
I think Dan might be presenting an omen here.
Did you see Bo Dallas to show up on screen? Is that happening on your screen right now?
I've got the promo for Bray.
Have you seen this? I haven't seen this yet.
This is a first.
This is cool.
This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to cry during the stream. That's what I wanted.
Are we going to watch that and do a little review, a little talk about it?
Oh, hell yes. It's Bray.
We gotta. A little sad he's not going into the Hall of Fame this year, but I can understand why. It's a little fresh.
Okay. I'm not trying to ruffle feathers with this, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this, because this will probably piss some people off.
Do it.
That seems to be a theme for me lately, so we'll go with it. Why would you wait on putting Bray into the Hall of Fame when the ink was not dry on Eddie's death certificate before you put him in the Hall of Fame?
And used them in a storyline.
Yes.
And Randy said he was. Yeah, I get it. I mean, maybe they're just trying to do better. I don't know. Oh, I love that. Oh.
God damn it. Well, Cody Rhodes is on his way out to the ring.
He's gonna cry. Someone's crying.
Oh, Cody's definitely gonna cry. That's an every week thing for Cody.
John Moxley's gonna bleed, and Cody Rhodes is gonna cry.
You always said
he's got some venom coming. I can feel it. Cody don't dress in all black for nothing. I'll tell you that.
He's going to a funeral.
Okay.
He's about to check everyone's ticket on this train, and you're out if you don't got one.
So in terms of, okay, Better entrance. Cody Rhodes
Huh?
or Bobby Roode?
That's a really good question. Glorious is really good as a theme song. Cody's is really good too. I think Cody, this is going to sound insane because Cody is very carny. I feel like Cody's entrance is less carny than Roode's. So it's really just your preference. I would probably say I prefer Cody's, but I love Bobby's as well. I would give the slight edge to Cody, though. What do you say?
I'm going to go with Bobby barely. Like, it's close. It's incredibly
if we're
close.
talking one entrance where he had, like, the choir behind him and he rose on the platform, like, that was a 10 out of 10. But, yeah. No, it's close.
Dan's rolling with Cody. Like, hey, that's a perfect.
That's funny you say that.
And then we got Craig going with Bobby Roode.
Fair enough, Craig.
Maybe that'd be another fun game to play, like on the podcast, is better entrance.
I was actually gonna pitch a top 5 for entrances. It's so hard, because there's like classics and then there's the over the top ones, so it's really subjective.
Hogan's NWO one it's always going to be a class, like coming out like strumming that title.
Yeah.
Coming out the Voodoo Child.
Because entrance as a whole is because we did themes. Entrance as a whole, that's a whole different ballgame.
Taker's had some good ones. Sean's had some good ones.
Trips has had some stinkers. He tries to be the old man being cool too much sometimes, but he's had some good ones too. I'm not gonna take them all away from him. But the Terminator one, ew.
And the Conan the Barbarian one was pretty bad.
John's had some bad one too.
See what Cody's got to say here. Does he continue to make us care more about the tag team match or his match with Roman?
But is that? I feel like that's Rock's fault more than anything.
Oh, I forgot Dan was at that.
Oh yeah, that was probably nuts to see in person.
I would have loved to have seen that. See, I don't even feel like a tag match is going to be enough to satisfy like all the shit that The Rock has said about his family.
Like they need a bull rope match or something.
You know what Cody should do? He needs to do like a home invasion and do a.
There's not enough home invasions in wrestling.
He needs to do a trip to Alpha and Sika's house.
What should he do there, Scott?
Teach them some fucking manners.
Love Hollywood entrance. You have to hear Jimmy.
I would agree.
Oh, he's giving a little peek behind the curtain. Insider terms.
Thanks.
We caught him a heel. I don't even care about Roman versus Cody. I'm so torn on this.
Like Alpha
the Wild Samoa is actually in the hospital.
Jerk, Scott. How dare you run into his house while he's in the hospital?
Well, now that's just robbery. If he's not home.
Please stop. Please stop. Ah! We should laugh.
How long after Cody wins the belt does the crowd... a week probably. Because I think the problem is, like, we live in an era where people don't want the super baby face anymore.
Cody's been doing a decent job at it. It didn't work in AEW, but he's been.
But Cody hasn't done it as the champ.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see then. Yeah.
Hey, that's mine.
I don't know.
Can I take it more?
Are they doing this? Are they not building as much tonight too, because Cody's not finishing the story?
Probably.
I don't want to be right about that. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have spoken to the ether.
I honestly feel that at the end of this, something is Cody is not winning at WrestleMania. And I thought for sure that this was getting set up like WrestleMania 14 with Austin and Tyson.
Uh-oh. We talking about moms. Like white chicks. You get the reference. Roman retains the belt. Dan, you put that finger down right now. How dare
you put that finger down?
What if like they panned to the big screen and it was just like masked men running into his mom's house? How you like it, Rock? They got some belts for it.
You're gonna turn WWE into a fetish site. Acknowledge the tribal chief, Mike.
Or how does Rock do it? Yeah. When he does that, Rock is actually acknowledging Arn Anderson. It's a Glock. So.
So.
The Rock and Glock connection. Oh, if Arn was only 30 years younger.
Oh, dude, that's a shoot. So, to protect Cody in another loss, like, would it be best if, like, I feel he's
Jacob Fatu and Zilla Fatu show up?
I mean, how many Bloodline members are they going to shuffle down there to stop Cody?
Well, at least 28. Nice even number.
Or what if you take the cop out and Roman loses by disqualification? Would you be upset about that?
It should give him. Remember when Lex won the belt, but he didn't win the belt? That's what they should do. And everyone should come and hold up Cody, even though he didn't really win. That's how it should end.
That would be horrible.
But it worked so well for Lex. I feel like we just missed a punchline.
I feel with each passing week, the main event should actually be the tag match.
Yeah, wrong.
Roman shouldn't even defend the titles on WrestleMania. Because you would have to do something incredibly special in 24 hours to make up for probably 5 months of no booking of this tag match or the single match.
Right.
Whoever wins the main event at WrestleMania Night 2, I will still be a fan of no matter who wins or loses. Fair enough.
Uh-oh, Paulie's. Whoever was the main event at WrestleMania Night 2, I will still be a fan of them no matter who wins or who loses. That's a very diplomatic way to look at that.
It's a very, very good way to put that.
Tag match. Roman gets a tag match and can't defend Night 2. That's an option that I didn't just make up on the fly.
I mean, would you be upset?
Wait, is it a shoot? Wait, I don't know. He's got to put his hands on Paul right now, right?
I mean, yeah, he can beat up Paul Heyman.
Hit him with a little Cody cutter.
I like how Heyman's got the phone on him.
At all times. Here.
Waiting for Solo to show up.
Or Cody gets injured. And Rock has to take a spot night too. Get the old WrestleMania 9 finish.
Oh, please no.
Rock's walking out as champion, brother.
You think Heyman could take a Crossroads?
I want to see it because I think the answer is no. So I want to see how he just collapses on the ground. Because how do you take a cross? You got to do like a flip, like a side. I don't know.
It's a roll.
Do you think he can roll?
About to find out.
Oh,
What?
This big profile ain't Coastal.
I wonder if he'd bring him in the hard way. You think he could flip over the top rope?
Didn't you say that's like one of the things you hated to do when you were wrestling?
Oh, it's terrifying. It's terrifying.
I'm not making fun of you. Like that's what?
It's not fun.
Go for cards.
I would not recommend. Heyman gets in that ring, he's getting bumped.
I hope so. God, I want it to happen.
Oh my.
I like how Roman just doesn't show up on Raw.
Well, he doesn't. He has The Rock carrying the feud for him. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But see, how they keep emphasizing not a single member of the bloodline.
Do what?
They keep emphasizing not a single member of the bloodline will interfere.
Yeah.
That opens the door for Seth, for Damian Priest, really any member of Judgment Day.
What if we close out with Damian Priest?
We'll be streaming AEW Wednesday night on this channel.
Big AEW channel from now on out.
Dan with facts. Utter facts.
That is true. He's tripled Roman's appearances that he made last year.
Roman is not even part-time. He's PRN.
Mm.
Look at that boy.
This year, 2024. I miss the ponytail, man. He needs to bring it back. Just let the back grow out.
His back's been growing the last 15 years.
God, that was rough. Okay.
Yeah, because nothing possibly will happen to Cody.
You know who's super trustworthy? That Roman Reigns.
It's a trap.
You should show up with Taz.
Oh, it's talking about.
Beat his ass. God Damn it, Cody. Beat someone up.
They're gonna beat the shit out of Cody on SmackDown. That's what the stream is going to be.
They're gonna.
It's gonna be a half hour of Cody getting the hell beat out of him.
Throw him on a cross like they did Austin back in the day. I can't say what I want to say, but that is Nia Jax.
It is.
Right.
It is.
Eyebrows on fleek. Not enough people talk about her eyebrows. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
What?
I'll say this: like Nia's promos have gotten better. They've gotten a lot better.
Much came a long way.
Her as like a presented wrestler has come.
Is that the main?
Oh
right.
Yeah,
The main, right? And Rhea's definitely beating her, right? Rhea's winning at Mania.
I mean, if they're smart,
because she's gonna get that Bianca push where she like beats all the horsewomen at Mania and like other big names. So
we got Ricochet.
What's he doing here?
What is like
I mean, I'm glad Ricochet's getting TV. Oh, he's got Dom. The main event, Prodigal Son.
Well, if you want to just talk about other things, we can. You know, there's not much important going on TV here now.
I didn't think they'd put the main event on at the midway point.
You mean they put the dark match on at the halfway point. Ricochet is really not going to be on the Mania card. That's crazy.
I mean, at least they're consistent with booking.
Jesus.
But we'll go ahead and show here again for everybody out there that is still not seen it or is new to joining the stream. Our clip from our podcast with Kelly, which will drop tomorrow across all of our social media platforms, guys. Here we go.
It's so funny because I remember years ago, Tommy Dreamer had texted me and I was in town. I think I was doing something in Philadelphia. I was doing a signing and he was like, hey, I have this girl. She's like so great. She's an indie wrestler. Her name's Chelsea. She loves you. And it would be so cool if you could like do something in the ring with her. And I was like, yeah, like I'd love to meet her. Like, you know, let's do it. And so I met her and she was the sweetest thing. And she was like, I just want you to know you've influenced my career. And I was just like, I'm getting goosebumps because it means so much, like, to hear that, you know. And we did this, something in the match. I don't know what I did. I think I did a run in or something. And then in the end, I held her hand up, and it was just such a cool moment. And I want to say that was probably like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. It's so funny.
Almost played it twice.
Who? I mean, you wouldn't want to interrupt these Pizza Hut commercials, would you?
No, I do. So when it comes to pizza,
yeah,
what pizza you like?
Me, my favorite. Are we talking commercial? Like not?
No, I'm talking like when it comes like flavor, enjoyability, and price.
Wants to say Pizza Hut because I got so many memories there. Tons of memories there. But yeah, I love all pizza. Scott, what do you like?
Mad Mushroom. I'm a Mad Mushroom guy.
Mad Mushroom is so good. Have you had what is their name? They're in West Lafayette here. Hot
Box.
Hot Box. They are so good. Brother, if I wasn't recording on my phone right now, I'd be placing an order and get me some sticks right now.
Where I used to live at Pheasant Run, we got a discount for Hot Box. Like when they first started, it was like 10% off. It wasn't anything like special, but
right.
I mean, it was their piece of. John in the chat said Jets. Jets is really good.
Jets is good.
I don't mind Jets. More fan of Mad Mushroom though. If I'm going for flavor,
I hate Papa John's.
What?
I hate them. I think they're the blandest. Is that a hot take? I think they're the blandest pizza, and Papa needs to go ahead and step down as a father because he's not doing his job. I'll say that right now.
It's the Rey Mysterio of pizza.
Yeah, keep bringing it back down the Dwayne.
Absentee father.
What is there a pizza? I don't care what you love. What pizza place do you absolutely hate?
Pizza Hut.
Wow, you hate pan ready pizza?
I hate grease.
So do you like Arnie's?
That's different, man.
It's not. It's literally dripping off the pizza. What are you talking? This is such an Indiana conversation.
What do you mean it's an Indiana conversation?
It's such an Indiana.
If you take the whole pizza from a Pizza Hut box and lift it up, you could tell specifically where every slice was at on that box.
And that's still not half the grease on Arnie's pizza.
Look, I ain't saying like going to Arnie's is going to reinvent the wheel. It's going to rearrange your guts.
Hey,
but
you can't say that live. What are you doing? What are you talking about?
I would rank Casey's Pizza. Terrible.
That's a gas station. That doesn't count. You don't go to a gas station expecting a top 10 pizza. Although Speedway breakfast pizza, hey,
does it slap?
Oh, have you never had it? That's a big slapper, bro. And maybe it's just because I've never had like gravy and sausage on a pizza before. I'm gonna surprise you this round.
If you get Mad Mushroom for the locker room at the June show, oh my God.
I miss Mad Mushroom. It's so good. Mad Mushroom's so good.
Another one that was really good was Cece's Pizza.
The taco pizza, the mac and cheese pizza,
the whole buffet.
For what was it like? Was it $5, $10? I don't even remember.
Thought that was Danny DeVito.
That's who should manage Creed Brothers. Is Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. It's Twins 2. What? Oh God. What if Jay screws Cody at WrestleMania?
I might cry. There's a lot of things that will make me cry at Mania Night 2 main event, and that's one of them.
The whole roster is going to screw this, man. They're just going to take turns.
Triple H is going to come out.
What's wrong with that?
$15K for the venue and mac and cheese pizza.
What?
I'd pay $15K for that mac and cheese pizza.
It's a fantastic pizza.
You put a little bit of hot sauce on that pizza.
Oh, Dom got the jobber entrance.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Now if he would only get, no entrance and no match, I'd be very excited.
How about the future heel of our generation?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you would react if Dom ever became a world champion.
It would be similar to how I reacted when Jinder became world champion. Not very excited. The business is going to go down for a little bit. It's okay, though. It's cyclical, the nature of the business. So, of course, we got to have a bad era.
What is it about Dom that you hate so much?
Haven't we discussed this?
No.
I thought I've discussed this on the pod.
No.
So the reason I hate him is because he gets so much praise. Because everyone's always like, he's so great. He gets all the heat. And I'm just like, yeah, because he had the easy position of just disrespecting his dad. Anyone could have done that. Nothing he does is actually super talented to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing this man does pops you.
He's fucking mid on the mic. He's mid in the ring. He doesn't do anything great. He got his opportunity on a T-ball that you couldn't help but hit a home run on. Anyone could have done it. I think there's 20 wrestlers in the back that wrestle better than him. I think there's 20 wrestlers in the back that cut promos better than him. I don't think he's awful, but I don't think he's worthy of the praise that he gets. I don't think he's worthy of the spot he gets. It's nepotism, Scott, and I hate nepotism. That's just my take. That's my little rant. Stop.
You spit on him.
He's okay, but the thing is if people would treat him like he's mid, I wouldn't have anything to say about him. I just like, oh yeah, he exists, he's cool, he's whatever. But people go, oh, it's Dom, and he's the greatest heel. He's not the greatest heel. He just called his dad a shitty dad, and everyone went, ooh, it's Rey Mysterio. You can't tell.
He was talking facts. I didn't see any vignettes in WCW of Dom.
Oh yeah.
Dom was what, like a newborn by that point?
I was gonna say, I don't know if he was alive when Ray was in. Because how old is Dom? Dom's what, 20? We talked about this on our age episode of Game.
Was he? Maybe he wasn't alive for WCW.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think he was, because Ray was there to the end, right? Yeah, because he was on the last episode. So what? That's 2001.
01. They went out of business at the start of 01.
I can't do math, but that's 23. If he's 23, he would have missed it.
Damn. You're right.
We're old. We're old, dude. Because I remember watching it live. And if you haven't seen, is it up yet? Is our WCW episode up yet?
No, that's gonna be later this week.
Later this week, check it out. I hit up Scott and said, hey, I got an idea, bud. I said, can we save WCW? I laid out some suspects. I laid out the timeline for the growth and the drop-off. And we discussed, was WCW savable at any single point, or was it too far gone? It was really an amalgamation of a lot of things. But be on the lookout for that. Tons of great episodes. Just posted an episode today about people being mad about Sami Zayn and Gunther. I'm sure we'll have to talk about that tonight because this is Raw. Hopefully Gunther's on the show. But yeah, a lot of great stuff on the channel. Be on the lookout. Be on the checkout.
We got a lot of stuff, not to mention all the stuff we come up with at Squared Circle Expo for content as well.
Absolutely. Me and the boy Chase is going to be out there with a camera, and we're going to be having a lot of fun, a lot of content ideas we've already talked about behind the scenes. We might go live. We might go live from the expo. You never know.
You should. I'm going to be at the table. I'm not going to be able to break away.
But if we do go live, we'll put the camera right in Scott's face, and he'll tell you how he's doing. Is it too early to know who you're going to be setting with most of the time, or are you going to be bouncing around to everyone?
What do you mean?
Are you going to be bouncing around to everyone that you brought, or are you going to be with one person specifically?
We're all going to be sitting together.
Oh, it's big Jesus and the 12 disciples type situation going on. Okay. All right, I like it. Me like it.
It makes it easier to take care of everybody if somebody has something.
I imagine. So you don't have to Nigel's on floor 4. Let me go see what he's got going on. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't like Dirty Dom either. Preach it, Craig. Either he is a chopper, should not have been a part of the Judgment Day group, and just stayed singles. I'm saying, Craig, you're my favorite of all time now. Because you're speaking facts. You're speaking facts, bud.
The slander for ex-con Dom.
Do you think he has a fraction of the in-ring talent that his dad has? Be honest.
No.
Okay then. Thank you. That's all I want. That's all I want to talk about. That's all.
Look, but you don't have to be a good wrestler to be the top of the mountain. Look at John Cena.
Hogan. I know. But
look at Goldberg.
That's the issue, and it shouldn't be that way. Goldberg? Hey. I love Goldberg.
Okay, I tell you what.
That's my
name me a top Bill Goldberg promo.
I got one more spear in me. That one, when he first came back, that was a good promo. Come on, he had one more spear in him. Who's next? You always wanted to know who was next. Don't do that. When you were a kid, you were always like, who is next, Bill? I know you. Don't do that now. That brand new. You always wanted to know who's next. When he came out and he had the fucking shit coming out of his nose, brother, you were hype. I was hype. You know what? I was bullied into thinking that I shouldn't like Bill Goldberg. But now that I'm 31, I'll say it right here. I love Bill Goldberg. He had some mistakes. He may have kicked the guy's head off, but I don't think it was on purpose. Mistakes happen. Come on. He's Bill freaking Goldberg. He had one stinker with almost said Hogan.
One?
In Saudi Arabia. I'm so glad we're talking about Bill Goldberg instead of Dom. I tricked you. I tricked you so good. Ricochet deserves better. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so while we're on the topic of Mysterio, is Ricochet more impressive in ring than Rey Mysterio?
I would say maybe. I would love to see Prime WCW Rey Mysterio versus like New Japan Ricochet. That could, that would be insane. That would be. That's who should win every time. It should never be Tom. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was creative. But no, back on the question: is Ricochet more impressive in ring than Rey Mysterio?
Here's the thing, right? Let's compare it to basketball, right? Because a lot of people get mad with the LeBron James and Michael Jordan comparisons. The game's supposed to elevate. So a wrestler who came out 20 years ago shouldn't be as good as someone from now. There's always going to be legends, and there's always going to be guys, you drop them in any time period, they're going to be a great. But for me to say Ricochet is better than Rey Mysterio in his prime shouldn't be an issue, because it's been 20 years. The game's had to elevate. But we're also talking about WWE, where you have to kind of work in the confinements of a certain style. You know what I mean? I don't think any of Rey's best matches have happened in WWE.
Wait, what?
From an in-ring technical perspective, he never had his match as good as the one he had with Eddie at Halloween Havoc in WWE. Am I wrong?
I mean, SummerSlam 02 with Kurt.
It was good. It's not as good as the one with Eddie. And Kurt's a freak. Come on. I don't even know if it's as good as the one with Eddie. They're definitely going to make this a triple threat because everyone complained, though.
Oh yeah, Gable will get into this.
Which is,
I don't want to see Gable and Gunther again. That's my.
Thank you. We're on the same side. I remember that promo where he came out to Gunther and he was like, "My kids cried because I lost." That's your fault, Gabe. You don't bring your kids to a Monday Night Raw match, you're probably not going to win.
Oh man,
he's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not behind it. I was behind Gable up until he had that loss. And then I was like, okay, cool. Next person. But I don't know.
I think a one-on-one Gunther and Sammy would have been really good.
And I also want Gunther to have back-to-back triple threats at Mania. He should have a solid one-on-one match in his Mania repertoire.
Because
we just had a triple threat last year. It was great, but he needs a one-on-one. Was that his debut Mania? Yeah, let's get I don't get it. I don't get the want for Gable, but whatever. He's great. I'm not saying he's not great. I'm just saying, like I said, he had his moment. Then he cried. Oh, you mean my kids cry? Shut up, Chadwick. Okay, get better. You lost. Back to the line, pal.
Just shooting on him.
Shoot. I hate Dom and I hate Gable's push. Turn him heel. That's what this should have built to. If they would have turned Chad heel coming out of that loss, he just turns on Otis, which would have been great. He turns on Max and he just goes rogue. Like, I'm going to show you I'm a wrestling machine now. This was really holding me back. That could have been incredible. Then you have Sammy win at Mania, and then you have heel Chad Gable waiting on him. Tell me I'm wrong, dog.
No, it's good. It's a fire booking decision.
Love Aubrey Plaza.
But
okay.
I don't think we're going to get that many single matches for WrestleMania this year.
I think it's going to be a lot of multi-mans to, get everyone on the card. Oh, I hate those, man. Because it's not enough story. Even with, I think Sammy and Gunther's going to be a banger, it's not a great story. But there's not a lot of people he could have had great stories with other than like, oh, we're going to have the 5th Chad Gable match, which isn't a great story either. Those accusations would have come up, and I'm not going to speak on whether I think they're true or not. I was excited to see the Broctopus versus Gunther.
The Broctopus?
I can be excited about it, so I'll just hold my opinion. But because Gunther deserves a high-level match at Mania for the work he's put in over the last year or two. And Sammy's a good option, but I just feel like he needs a huge name. I think Orton would have been incredible for that role, but they're doing Orton and Paul, which I think they should have done LA Knight and Paul and just swapped.
So Colin brought up a really good point about WrestleMania.
Do what? Sorry.
Said Colin brought up a really good point about WrestleMania this year. He does not think both Gunther and Roman are going to lose because especially Gunther, his title would get overshadowed if Roman were to lose.
His title? What do you mean?
If Gunther were to lose,
I don't think people. Here's the thing. We've passed the thing with Gunther. I don't think anyone's gonna. It's not gonna mean as much when Gunther gets beat. I just don't think it will.
I think it depends on who does it.
I don't think it's not gonna matter if it's Sammy, and it's not, and if they add Chad Gable into it, it's not gonna matter if it's in a triple threat. You know what I mean? You don't want to end a streak in a triple threat match. So I don't really think he's losing, but I don't. If we're comparing title reigns, I think one's more. No one's gonna. Yeah, it'll be hot for that night, but the next night, if Roman loses, that's automatically the bigger story.
That's gonna. If Roman loses at Mania, it's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, that's gonna
ESPN, Bleacher Report, here, like
coverage. If no one's gonna talk about Gunther from the outside of wrestling bubble, which is fine, but
I mean, you're talking about one of the longest one in modern day. Oh, Adam Pearce out here. Who'd we sign? Who's going to Raw?
Who's going to Raw? Oh, it's going to be a triple threat, man.
Oh, they're doing a contract signing.
I hate this. They're going to make...
Oh, this is going to be a triple threat.
Angle involving Gunther, and that makes me so mad because I love Gunther.
You know what's crazy? This time last year, we were arguing if Sammy should be in the world title picture at WrestleMania. Now they're arguing if he should be even on the fucking card.
They're saying Chad Gable should have his spot, which is wild. Which Chad's great, but come on, dude.
Like, we saw a sample last year of what Sammy is capable of if given the opportunity to flourish. And respectfully, that ain't in Gable. That ain't in his repertoire. That ain't in his toolbox.
A one-on-one match with a good story between him and Gunther? Oh, my God. But now we don't get it because people are like, oh, Gable. He's a tiny Kurt Angle. We need him. It's going to make me hate Chad Gable, which is weird because he's not bad. He's actually a really good wrestler. Longest. He did it. Get around.
It's just crazy to think how so many people have a different view of Sami Zayn right now.
It shouldn't be that way, bro. He deserves the world. Like, because not even a month ago, people were like, oh, maybe it should be like a triple threat with Sammy, Drew, and Seth. And now people don't even want him in the fucking IC title match.
Let's point this out. Like, he was good enough last year to beat Roman, but now he ain't good enough to be the Intercontinental Champion.
Do you think it equally hurt him trading away Kevin Owens?
Oh, 100%. Like, that was too... I felt that was too soon.
They were having such a good run. I don't think they should have went like a year with the tag titles, but...
I mean, their title defense, like their run, it left me wanting more. Like, I didn't feel burned out on them.
At all. And I know we've had it before, but we could have got a good Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn match at Mania. I think you could have built to that. But now Kevin Owens is on SmackDown because Jay is here, even though he's going to end up fighting a SmackDown guy anyway, so it didn't matter.
Logic.
Mm-hmm. Wrestling.
Love it.
Love his haircut. I need to get that haircut. That is high.
I can't.
I think if you just let it grow out and you cut the sides.
I've got that Adam Pearce haircut.
The Adam Pearce?
Oh, they're going to talk, and Gable's going to come out and bitch and get his way into the triple threat.
I'm so glad we agree on this.
I do like how Gunther's dressed to hit the streets with Reservoir Dogs, though. And see, this is the other thing. Chad Gable can't cut a promo to save his fucking life. But this version of Gunther, though, like this arrogant, like I can beat anybody, like he is primed for the loss. God, just keep it a one-on-one match. Keep it one-on-one. As Mike pops out here, hopefully Mike gets back on here shortly. There he is.
I got a phone call, and then it muted it, so I had to refix it.
They should have just pre-signed the contract.
We didn't need all this.
No, it gives time for Gable to come out.
Okay, we're getting Sammy chance. Okay. This crowd knows. They're tired of Chad's shit, too.
They should, if Chad comes out, I hope they boo his ass.
Just announced Shayna Baszler versus Masha Slamm at Bloodsport. That's gonna be sick, man. That's gonna be great. Me and Chase went to a Bloodsport like 2020, 2021. It's a great event, and that it's made for Shayna, dude.
It also, I'd like to point out, it is confirmed, to piggyback on this, Shayna is not the only WWE star that is going to be booked on that show.
Right. He really looks like Andrew Santino.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, he looks like he's ready to go to Reservoir Dogs. I'm jealous of that haircut, though.
That's a good haircut.
It's like a sophisticated Road Warrior hawk.
Sophisticated. It's a mohawk with pomade.
That watch looks incredibly small on Gunther.
It does.
Sign it, Sammy. Make it one-on-one.
Hurry, before someone can come out. Push Dijak. I agree. Guy with sign.
Sammy, come on. What are we waiting for? Oh, no.
Sign it.
This isn't going to go well. Not one bit.
Sammy.
Come on, Sammy, just sign the damn contract.
You give it too much time for Chad.
Turn around and sign it.
Hurry.
Wait, what the hell? Sam, did we miss something? Did he not sign it?
Did he sign it or did he not sign it? Did he not sign it? Chat, let us know. Did he sign it and we missed it? Because I swear to God, if they're putting this off just to add chat, where's he going? I think he signed first. Thank God.
That's truth.
Who are they fighting in their qualification match?
Hey!
Bad night. That's a bad night for wrestling.
You get Jinder and Dominic on the same show.
Hey. Man, I wonder who's going to win.
Are you hyped?
And the Miz. You didn't even mention how much I love Miz. This is going to be a good one.
Because you don't.
I like this. This has been one steady camera shot. I love that. The remix.
I hope there's a spot in catering for Gable at WrestleMania.
No, they got the Battle Royal, unless they're still doing that on SmackDown. He could win that. Who are your top picks to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? Dom is a top pick. I think he could win it.
Oh, that's what Dom can win?
Yeah, Dom, he can have that. Corbin won that, so it's fine.
You're too generous. They don't do anything with it. That's the problem. It means nothing.
I remember the year, I think it was the first year. Was that when Cesaro won it? I thought Cesaro was going to get pushed because he was a Heyman guy at that time, too. So I thought we were going to him versus Brock, and then nothing.
They pushed him right out of WWE.
1000%.
That was his push.
What's up? R-Truth has really had the same gimmick for 15 years. That's wild. And
you don't change a classic.
Out of all the old school, in quotations, tag teams, Awesome Truth was the one they brought back. How hyped were you for their original run, Scott? Were you a big Awesome Truther?
I couldn't hit the remote fast enough.
To turn up the volume, right? So you can yell, "What's up?" with R-Truth?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that previous channel button worked.
Yeah, I was big. Yeah, I love that button. Don't have that.
Mute was another one. But again,
they're probably going to be the ones to win the titles at Mania too. It's going to be R-Truth on top of that ladder in the match. That's the finish. Mark me down. Mark me down. Are we going to do a predictions? We got to do a Mania. I mean, we're weeks out, but
100% we're going to do one.
Oh yeah.
The tag title match, I'm hyped for. It's a ladder match, so I think it'll be good. There's a lot of talented guys in that match.
You say there's a lot of tiny guys?
Talented.
Oh. I'm like, what does that mean? Yeah.
Tiny guys.
Gunther versus Sammy, if that stays a singles match, is going to be great.
I hope so.
I think all the women's matches are going to be the three that we know of. What is it? Is it 3 or 2? Becky versus Rhea, Bayley versus Io, and then we'll probably get my prediction is Bianca and Naomi versus the Sky Pirates, because they're going to have at least 2 women's match each night.
I strongly feel Rhea's match turns into a fatal 4-way.
They're going to add who? They're going to add Nia and Liv. Yeah, they've really kept Liv included, so I could see that.
What you could do, what I think could happen tonight, Nia wins the last woman standing match.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives her a reason to be in the fatal 4-way. She's beaten the number 1 contender 3 times.
Yeah, she has.
But I also think that means Nia's the most likely to eat the pin if it's a fatal 4-way. Because I don't think they're going to have Liv do it. Becky sure as hell ain't going to take the loss. Yeah. And I think right now, it would be really foolish to take that belt off of Rhea.
Yeah, she's because I think she's going to have a post-Judgment Day run with the title. My prediction for this Mania was we were going to get Priest versus Finn. But they are holding on to that faction with dear life.
It's the biggest faction on Raw.
That's because Triple H didn't want to work Mondays.
They could hold it off. Survivor Series could very well be War Games Bloodline versus Judgment Day.
No, both things should be wrapped the fuck up by November, Scott. I swear to God, if we're sitting here. Would Rhea be in it? Do you put Rhea as the first female in a male War Games match?
We're getting that way in professional wrestling, so I could see that happening.
The trend I don't want to happen anymore and this is a very non-progressive take I have, so I have to figure out how to make it progressive. But it's only because of the fatigue I feel as they're on my screen, Scott, and they're about to wrestle. He's coming. He's here.
He's coming to the ring, brother. Don't
when
hinder that man.
it comes to the big gimmick pay-per-views, like War Games now, which seems to be in full rotation, Royal Rumble, having 2 of those in a night, I understand you want the female roster to also have the chance. It's just a lot, bro. 2 Rumbles in one night, 2 War Games in one night. It's just a lot. I don't know how you fix it, though. I was a fan of the Evolution pay-per-view. Maybe something like that could be where you work that out, but, like, man, it's just a lot.
So, here's my...
Go ahead.
The War Games match needs to be 1 per pay-per-view because they're the same fucking match.
Yeah.
Spot for spot. Let's bring in weapons. Let's do this. And the thing that aggravates me the most is the psychology that they're not telling about War Games. The cage is the weapon.
You don't need all the extra stuff. You really don't.
You're throwing all that other stuff and you're taking away from the threat that is the cage. Tables are tables. They're ooh and ah. That is the only gripe I have had. I hate the fact they introduced weapons into War Games because it's just a hardcore match inside of a cage. It does not feel like the cage is remotely a factor in the match.
1,000%. But and it's not even a female thing because I remember as they rolled out the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view and they were doing 2 Hell in a Cells in a night. I'm like, what are we doing here? That kind of ruins having the main event of Hell in a Cell when the opener is also Hell in a Cell. You know what I mean? It takes away the specialness of it. But
I just this match is still on. I figured it would be done by the time we got done talking about War Games.
No, Miz has to get his fire up spot in. He's the big baby face now, so the ever beautiful baby face Miz. It's always worked so well in wrestling.
Dude, are you so excited? You get Miz and Jinder on the TV at the same time.
And we just saw Dom not too long ago. It's a great night to be a wrestling fan.
They knew you were streaming tonight. They made sure they pulled it all out.
They rolled out all my faves.
Only thing we're missing is Kane.
Don't jinx it. He's gonna help Nia win. Choke slam Becky.
What do you think about R-Truth doing the
John Cena thing?
Yeah.
It's the same gimmick for the last. He was doing it when he was feuding with John Cena for the title. It's the same gimmick. Nothing has changed. And it's sad because R-Truth was an NWA World Champion at one point. So what did I miss? Tell him, Scott.
Well, you missed Jimmy and Jey Uso getting into it. You missed a pretty good tag team match by the Creed brothers and DIY with DIY winning and advancing on to WrestleMania. Candice LeRae furthered her heel turn by absolutely obliterating the knee of, I can't remember, Kana?
Katana's the other one, I believe.
Anyway, Candice LeRae is heel. Indy Hartwell does not look like she is fond of the new Candice LeRae. We got a Cody Rhodes promo where he verbally dissected the bloodline and foolishly agreed to come to SmackDown, where he's probably going to be jumped on SmackDown.
He was told because Roman's showing up alone. There we go. There's a finish. Wrapped it up. We had Dom versus JD in an absolute, not Dom versus JD, Dom versus Ricochet, an absolute stinker that only Dom could produce. What else was there?
And we got a Sami Zayn contract signing against Gunther at WrestleMania,
which we believe is still just a one-on-one match, but anything's possible. Oh, the sign point. Aren't these men like mid-40s? What's going on here? Truth is 50, right? Am I wrong about that?
No, he's in his 50s.
Pushing that young talent.
The camera angle.
Brother. Good big win for not him breaking down the pin.
Hire that man. Give him a raise. Anyway, guys, if you are watching this and you have not yet hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Truly helps out a lot. As we move on to the next commercial break, going to show another, again, clip of Kelly sneak peek of the podcast we're going to be dropping with her, dropping tomorrow across all of our platforms, guys.
It's so funny because I remember years ago, Tommy Dreamer had texted me, and I was in town. I think I was doing something in Philadelphia. I was doing a signing, and he was like, "Hey, I have this girl. She's like so great. She's an indie wrestler. Her name's Chelsea. She loves you, and it would be so cool if you could like do something in the ring with her." And I was like, yeah, like I'd love to meet her, like, you know, let's do it. And so I met her, and she was the sweetest thing. And she was like, I just want you to know you've influenced my career. And I was just like, I'm getting goosebumps because it means so much, like, to hear that, you know. And we did this, something in the match. I don't know what I did. I think I did a run-in or something. And then in the end, I held her hand up, and it was just such a cool moment. And I want to say that was probably like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, how long was I? Was I gone longer than I was supposed to be?
No, you were right on time.
That's right. Absolutely. Pizza. I can't believe you hate Pizza Hut. That's a shame.
I'm not a Pizza Hut fan.
You know, I meant to bring this up when we were talking about pizza earlier, and since I'm a fat boy, we can talk about pizza all night. How do you feel about monocles?
Oh, they're good.
It's so good. It's like a snack cracker pizza. They figured it out over there. They've really figured it out. Have you done your taxes yet, Scott? Let's talk about it live on the pod.
No.
Wait, really? Isn't there a deadline for that? You gotta get on that.
I got a couple weeks.
I know why you take so long, because you got some self business going on, and it's a lot to go through. I get it. Unless you're doing that all under the table, Scott.
No.
You wouldn't want to bring that up live on your podcast, would you?
No.
Scott does pay his taxes, guys. That's what we're trying to get at here.
I do.
I do. You said that with such disdain. Would you?
Nobody wants to pay taxes.
Yeah. Have you ever been on a cruise?
No.
You know, it would be fun is if we grow in, visibility and numbers. The Heated Shenanigans on the Jericho cruise would be a lot of fun.
I'd be up for that. What about you? Do you like being on boats though?
I've never been. Have I ever been on any kind of boat? I don't think so. I don't even think I've been in a dinghy, which is a tiny boat, guys. Calm down. But I've never been. I don't think I've ever been on a boat. I would love to. I would love to go on a cruise.
I don't know. Like I'm not big on boats, and I definitely do not like getting in planes. Those fear heights.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Has Bray been announced for the Hall of Fame?
He's unfortunately not going in this year. I guess apparently it's a little too soon. But as Scott mentioned earlier, they went wild with Eddie Guerrero. So why be different now? Why change up? You know what I mean?
Unless the only thing I could think of is Bray's the headliner, right?
Oh, absolutely, 1,000%.
So Bray's the headliner. You're in Philly. You have Paul Heyman, which is arguably the biggest ECW name not in the Hall of Fame at this time. You're grabbing Diamond Dallas Page.
He's my wrestle buddy, so I'm gonna. So
you have Dallas talk for the crowd here.
Oh yeah,
he still works.
Look, oh my aching God.
The legend himself is here live on the Heated Shenanigans podcast. DDP. We do yoga together, guys. Don't you worry about it. My Uncle George drove a dinghy in Speed 2 as an extra. That's incredible. I love dinghy history facts, and you're bringing it here live to Heated Shenanigans. Love a good dinghy story. I know a ding or two about a dingy. You know what I mean? Hey-oh.
Dear God.
Pat McAfee. Dallas. It's okay, bud. It's all right.
So, Drew, a lock to win the title at WrestleMania?
Yeah. I think, I forgot where I heard it, but they said Cody's going to win and Seth's going to lose, and Seth's going to look at Cody like that's not fair. I helped you. Why didn't I get to, keep my title?
Pat McAfee show with Triple H.
Oh, I'm ahead. You don't know why I'm upset.
Oh, I can't wait. Was Jinder back out there?
Nope.
Aim?
Pizza.
You hate so many people, it's hard. Oh, no.
Laundry list of people I hate.
No.
Yeah.
No. Come on.
Kiss him. Not enough kissing in wrestling. That's what I always say. Why does Chad have to be involved? Go fucking hug Otis or something. Has Otis been on TV? Is Otis okay? That's the question. Hey, Dallas, you got any special facts about... Yeah, brother, I've just been listening. Okay, I'm not going to do an Otis.
Can't they put Otis and Chad in the tag team title ladder match? I just want as much separation from the Intercontinental title and Chad as we can muster.
Is Punk on your screen?
Pat McAfee is.
Somebody else is using my YouTube TV right now. Well, brother, that's you're a kind man, and whoever is using that, I'm sure they're very thankful. And said thanks, babe, earlier, so maybe not, bring it up now. CM Punk, we got it. I'm gonna live stream the hell out of that with you. Punk, I feel like Punk should at least be the special guest referee for the Drew and.
You see how Jack Punk looked?
He's on the juice. He's on the goose, brother.
Is he on that Randy Orton diet?
That AJ Styles regimen? My favorite part of Raw is this man right here. He's been carrying.
He's carrying us through this final hour of Monday Night Raw.
We're in the home stretch, baby. That is an ugly shirt, though. I fucking hate that shirt.
You don't like that shirt?
Have you seen the Seth Rollins and Cody shirt they came out with?
No.
Ugly. And they just spliced the logos and put them together. WWE just needs. I need a. Uh-oh. He's not alone. I walk alone.
The savior of WrestleMania. So while Drew's making his way to the ring, have you stopped and realized how many matches that were originally planned for Mania have been changed?
All because of Jungle Boy, mind you.
The butterfly effect.
The incredibleness of that. And then changed again after that. Because I think literally there was no plans for Rock until like that day that Rock and Nick Khan met up. And then literally Rock was there like the next week.
I mean, Lesnar and Gunther got changed for reasons outside of the business.
Right.
Punk and presumably Seth.
Apparently, Cody wasn't marked to win the Rumble. That was called on the fly because Cody got injured. Because Punk got injured. That's reported from Sean Ross Sapp.
Man.
So a lot changed. I think Punk was going to win it had he not got injured.
Something they haven't talked about is the going into this tag match, the knee injury, though, for Seth. Is that going to play a factor?
With a bad knee and a bad back. That's tough. You hate to see it. I'm sure Drew's going to roast him.
I hope so. I'm ready for a heel Drew title run.
Yes. Oh, if you look at Seth's suit, it has like remnants of like his old gear that he used to wear, like the architect gear. It's really cool.
I'm liking this outfit though.
I like how Drew just like hates him. He's such a good hater.
He's probably done some line he's about to cook Seth with. Yeah, point to the sign. Where are we going? To the right. Or to the left? I don't know.
It feels like signs are starting to make a comeback in WWE, and I really appreciate that.
You know, I wish would make a comeback when a cool move happens, like the lights from the cameras.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but people who have seizures, they're probably glad that's gone. To be honest, they're probably glad that's not a thing anymore.
So, what's the finish to Seth Drew? Prediction, a little bit.
I think it opens night 2.
Opens?
Where else is it gonna go?
That means Seth theoretically would have wrestled 2 matches in a row.
I mean, unless they do it right before Cody Roman, I think it opens, and I just think Drew's gonna tear him apart, and it's gonna be a bad night.
You think he jobs him?
I wouldn't. I was just gonna say, if they did like a Daniel Bryan Sheamus finish, I'm not mad. Like 1 Claymore, it's believable. He just had a match the night before. He was injured.
I mean, I could see it. I mean, it would make sense.
And then when they have the rematch at Backlash, they can have like a full match.
That Drew still wins.
Yeah.
I can only hope. God, I'd be so shitty if he was a transitional champ.
Me too. I mean, it might be with Punk. It depends on how quick Punk comes back.
Please no. God, please no. I mean, we got 52 minutes left of Monday Night Raw.
This promo's about to go 30.
Nia's match will go like 10. But how have you been feeling about episode of Raw so far?
I thought it was going to be worse than it is. I got to be honest. I think it's been
really.
I think if I watched by myself, it would be a much different experience. But luckily, I have you to talk to, the chat to interact with. It's been
incredible chat.
Is this you watched Raw in whole last week? Is this better than last week's episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that gauntlet match was really good though. That was the thing. That gauntlet match was good. But I mean, it's nice that at least one of the title matches gets a face-to-face interview. It's been nice to have that.
Hey. Sting? My son's yelling about Sting for some reason. I got really confused. I was like, what are you yelling about Sting? He's holding Lex Luger, so I don't know why he's confused. It should be double main event with Seth Drew the first thing. Cody Roman. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's how it should be, but part of me thinks it opens and it's a quick match for just for the shock value.
That'd be a hell of a way to kick off night 2.
That would make Seth even madder at Cody. Which I think we're going to get another Seth Cody match somewhere down the line.
It's going to be a non-title match because none of them will be champion.
Called Roman Rock's side chick. That's good.
I love the checklist on the back of the shirt. So by June, Punk would be back, right?
By June? Oh, are you saying we're gonna see him? Yeah, probably.
On Raw?
I would hope so.
I think we're about to punch some tickets to Raw here soon.
I'm with it.
Won't be a live stream that night. There'll be a review of our time there. How tall is Drew?
He's a giant, dude. I'd say 6'7".
7?
7, yeah. Sounds right. I think, if I remember, when he had a face-to-face with Taker, he's the same height as Taker.
Better wrestler.
Yeah. Hey, and if you did you ever post the debate?
Not yet.
Are you going? We probably shouldn't talk about that. Great Raw, for sure.
Look at that microphone. It's got the logo on it.
Look at it. It's about time they switched that logo up, right? I feel like we've been stuck on this one for a minute now.
I mean, it still has the stink of Vince McMahon on it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's been around since the beginning of the network. And the network's been gone for a minute now.
Do you think when they make the switch to Netflix, they're going to change the logo?
Good time. When is that reported to happen? I don't remember.
January, I think.
Oh, okay. So we still got a minute. Oh, that would be good to roll out a new logo around like the build to next year's WrestleMania. That'd be cool. It's gonna be so interesting when that switch happens. I won't have to borrow a certain Good Brothers YouTube premium. Drew is 6'5". Thank you, Craig. But he carries himself like he's 6'7".
When he stands on his wallet, he's 8 feet tall.
Okay.
That's what Sean said to somebody somebody had lipped something off to Sean about his height.
I've seen that clip.
I truly hope Drew wins this match. I don't even care how he wins, just that he wins.
6 seconds.
It ain't over. Next time, you get banged.
Thanks, Dallas.
Dallas is ready for WrestleMania.
Yes. I don't know, man. Drew might be pretty good. Shut up, Seth. What's had a better build? Seth and Drew or Cody and Roman?
I mean, Sammy and Gunther have had a better build than Cody and Roman.
What are they? Wait, they're having a match night 2?
Who?
Cody and Roman? I didn't even know. I thought they were just doing the tag match.
That's all I've heard about.
That's all they talk about, brother.
I can't wait. I honestly, I think Nia's winning this last woman standing. Boy, I miss Big E.
Yeah, me too. How are you ahead of me now?
Did they ever say, oh, they put Tozawa with Otis? Why couldn't we get Gable and Otis?
Yeah, I wonder who's going to win this one. How do you feel about basketball shorts Kofi?
He's at the end of his career, man. He's cool with it being the end.
Yeah. Man, Kofi's been going a minute. He's been around. No, his career is not as long as Punk's, is it? Because Punk has the whole Ring of Honor run.
Correct.
But they might be the same age. That's just Punk had an indie run.
Yes.
Oh, Rock's on Raw Monday, April 1st. That'll be big. But you know also is going to be big is this upcoming interview with Chris Van Vliet. Date has not been officially locked in yet, but we are aiming for the first part of April. Chris Van Vliet is literally the go-to guy. He is the guy for interviews, not just professional wrestling, Hollywood as well. One of the most decorated interviewers of all our time, at least. And we are incredibly excited and honored to have Chris coming up on a future episode of Heated Shenanigans podcast. And airing again tomorrow, our interview with the lovely Kelly Kelly will be dropping across all of our social media platforms tomorrow afternoon. Be on the lookout for that. We got a lot of stuff coming up. But again, the other one we're proud of is Squared Circle Expo coming up Friday, March 29th and Saturday, March 30th, Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Wyndham West Hotel. Headlined by everybody on this poster, pretty much.
Yeah. Scott, I know you're bringing in some people, and you can't say one of the people you're bringing in. Who are you most excited to see come Squared Circle? Sting?
I've already seen Sting. I've actually met Sting once before. Man, that's a good question. That's hard to answer. Like,
yeah, I got a couple names. I think Sean Waltman, X-Pac's going to be there. Super excited to see him. Tyler Breeze, Nick Namath, Kane will be there. I thought about ironically taking a picture with him. Yeah, there's a lot of great names.
See, because I've been able to meet Mickie James. She was on the list. God, like, it's difficult to pinpoint down like who. Because I've got to meet so many of them doing this booking talent.
I forgot about that.
I mean, I'll always be excited to see Sting.
It's Sting. This is post-retirement Sting too. He's a brand new man.
God. Maybe Dolph, I think, would be the answer.
Yeah.
Though I've never met Cardona. We just had him on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I've never met Matt Cardona in person.
Yeah, it'll be sick. There's so many names. And there's still names I'm probably not even thinking of that are there that I'm going to be excited to meet.
He's got 90 of them.
That's how stacked that weekend's going to be. Funny enough, a little behind the scenes here, I called Chase yesterday. I was like, hey, let's talk about it. It's next weekend. He says, what do you mean? I'm like, it's next weekend, brother. Like, we got a plan. And he's like, no, it's not. It's the weekend after. I'm like, no, I get it because I'm calling you on a Sunday. No, brother, it's 2 weeks away. Oh, okay. It's not this weekend, Scott. I thought it was this weekend. And we have 2 weeks.
But it doesn't hurt the prep because we'll have some big phone call between all of us, some Zoom meeting.
1,000%.
But you know, Kelly Kelly is not the only guest that we've had on this podcast. We did have Eric Bischoff on not too long ago. We'll play a little clip from Easy E being on Heated Shenanigans podcast.
I hope that however Sting's final match goes, that it's everything Sting wants it to be. What I want it to be, or what the fans want it to be. What the fans want it to be is important. I know it's probably important to Sting. I haven't talked to him about it. But if Sting can walk away at the end of that match, if when the match is over, he can look out into the crowd, and at current count, I think there'll probably be 20-some-odd thousand people there. If he can look out into that crowd and be happy with himself, be satisfied with his career, more importantly, be satisfied with writing the last sentence in the last chapter of Sting's story, if Sting's happy with it, man, I'm thrilled with it. That's all that really matters to me at the.
It should be noted that Otis got an entrance and Dom didn't. I think we should all be very aware. Akira Tozawa got an entrance, but Dom didn't. So it really shows who's important.
No Maxine Dupree, though.
I wonder if they're just going to... I mean, clearly they're not going to forget it just happened because they played the clip earlier. I don't. That's weird. A lot of babyface teams have won already, especially if New Day wins. That's all babyface teams outside of Judgment Day.
Well, I mean, if Otis and Tozawa win, that's another babyface team, regardless.
Yeah, hey, this is a babyface win. So that's Awesome Truth, that's DIY, and that's New Day, or that's 3. So the next 2 teams would have to be heel teams in theory. I mean, they don't have to even it out, but
They should.
Are Street Profits heels or not? You got me, brother.
Not utilized is another great way to put that. Remember when Otis was Money in the Bank champion?
Are you saying that was a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm just saying how far the mighty have fallen.
That was he win that? He won that during the pandemic, right? Yeah, that wouldn't have happened if fans were there. So they were just throwing shit at the wall, and that's what happened. He didn't even cash in, right? He lost it.
Lost it to Miz.
Not the belly bump.
I like Tozawa.
He's good. Is you think what's their name? Oh no, he's not back yet. I was gonna say Eric and Ivar. I don't know what their name is now, but I don't know if they're the War Machine or the Viking Raiders or whatever they're called. But I don't think one of them's injured, so I don't know if they're gonna be back in time for Mania.
Probably not. Which I really feel they could have got a lot more mileage out of Ivar than what they've gotten.
Yeah, they kind of stopped pushing him post Elimination Chamber, which is a shame because he was putting on some bangers.
Now he's just not even getting utilized really consistently.
So what's the other 2 tag teams? Street Profits is an option, but I can't think of another tag team.
I mean, you could get Theory and Waller.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought weren't they in a qualifying? No, they weren't in a qualifying match.
A-Town Down Under.
Yeah, they'll probably be in it. I don't see them leaving Grayson and Austin Theory both off the Mania card. And speaking of how the mighty have fallen, Austin Theory had a match with John fucking Cena last year at Mania, and then John Cena predicted the future, and Austin Theory fell the fuck off the planet.
Remotely shit the bed.
I like the pairing of him and Waller. I think it's a good place for him, but he's gonna have to do something. He's gonna have to turn on Waller, or Waller's gonna have to turn on him.
But the problem is, between the two, Theory is not remotely as charismatic as what Waller is.
Oh, yeah, he does the heavy lifting when it comes to promos and just on-screen presence. So,
in ring, Austin is a better wrestler than Waller at this time, but
so from what I've heard from people that have interacted with him is that he's a really nice guy. In real life, they don't even know how he plays a heel. So maybe an Austin Theory face run, just give it a shot and see what happens. See if it revitalizes his career, because I don't want to see heel Austin Theory anymore. At least in this current iteration, it's not.
I don't want to see Theory on the TV half the time.
Which is a shame because, like you said, he's a great wrestler. He can wrestle his ass off.
But he definitely is lacking in the... I wouldn't even say he lacks in charisma. It's just Waller's better at it.
I don't believe it. And I think Cena said that. When he's out there and he's cutting promos and he's talking, I don't believe it. I don't believe you believe what you're saying, Austin. And that's a big issue. So somehow they gotta go around that. I mean, it looks like $1 million can work.
He's also rocking the boxer shorts too.
You think that's the issue, or need some new gear?
I think it's the 160 pounds of dead weight he's carrying in the tag team that.
And it's wild because I don't know if you watched NXT around the time, but his run with The Way and Johnny Gargano was actually pretty entertaining then. So I don't know what happened from his call up to,
I like how The Way has kind of like gone their separate ways with Candice and Indy.
And that looks like that's about to split up.
Appreciate the quick wins while you got them.
Yeah.
Candice, I hope that's the start of something special for her.
I mean, they need some new blood in that women's division, so that would be. I don't know who she would go. I mean, maybe a good feud for Bayley post Mania, if they don't want to, keep her involved with the Damage Control. I
mean, let's be realistic. The eventual winner of the women's championship on SmackDown, it's a matter of time before it's Tiffany Stratton.
You think? Yeah, it's Tiffy time. Fans are into her.
That's your women's Royal Rumble winner.
She's yeah. Next Mania, 1,000%.
Or Money in the Bank.
We're getting her versus Charlotte at a Big Four coming very soon.
Do you see Charlotte was advertised, but it got pulled
tonight?
I don't think it was for tonight, but for an upcoming event, and they recently pulled it.
I know she's still recovering, so maybe.
It was what, an ACL or MCL?
Yeah, MCL, I believe. So. Yeah, just let her chill until post Mania. We don't need her back. Everything's okay. That worm does take talent. I gotta be honest. I want to hate on it, but he be moving. Are you a big Otis fan? If you had to rate Otis overall at presentation, wrestler, all of that, out of 10, what do you give Otis? Yeah, I'm asking the real questions.
6.5.
That's high.
What were you gonna give him?
5.
5?
He's good comedy wrestler, but can I ever take him seriously? Probably not.
I mean, the Mandy Rose storyline was entertaining.
It's all right.
The fat guy trying to get the girl.
I try to forget about that whole era of WWE. It was just. Have you tried to go back and watch?
I refuse to watch it. I refuse.
It's so depressing, dude. Oh my god.
I refuse to watch it.
I wouldn't be mad if they pulled it off Peacock. I don't like all of it. Pay-per-views. I'm not looking for it.
So, push, repackage, fire.
Okay.
Tozawa, Otis, Chad Gable.
Tozawa's getting cut just because I've seen his work outside of WWE. He's actually really good. And so he's getting cut. I'd repackage Chad as a heel, and there's not much you can do for Otis. Just let him be, I guess. I don't.
Otis gets a 4.
Him either.
So you're cutting Tozawa,
repackaging Chad, and I'm leaving Otis. I'm not pushing him. I'm leaving him.
So I'm gonna cut
Otis.
Tozawa.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna repackage Otis into a heavier set Simon Dean. Because I think he could that'd be a really funny gimmick for him.
That would work. I could see that. So
the guy pushing the workouts that are not working. And I would push Chad Gable towards SmackDown.
Okay, yeah.
For the US title.
Yeah,
could you imagine Chad Gable and Logan Paul? What that match could look like?
That would be really good. That would be really good. Does Logan Logan Paul lose at Mania?
No.
Especially now it's a triple threat. I was leaning towards it. If it was 1-on-1, I would have said yeah, but triple threat, yeah, he's not losing.
There are going to be so many triple threat matches at WrestleMania.
Triple threats, fatal 4-ways, six packs challenge.
New Day's going to WrestleMania to the surprise of nobody.
What if, I don't think it happens. I don't think there's a 0% chance, but what if somehow Rock puts himself in the main event of night 2? Triple threat.
Oh, God.
That might be more interesting than the current iteration of night 2's main event. At least I'll get to see more Cody and Rock.
I'm also laughing at this.
Oh, this needs to be your package. Viking Raiders. Yeah.
I love it, Craig. No, you bring up a really good point. They've done all this pushing for Rock and Cody.
Yeah.
That.
I mean, and you can easily just have Rock be like, hey, Roman, to make sure you're not losing, I'm putting myself in the match. And then that kind of creates, like, Roman being like, what? Why would you? You don't need to be in the match to do that. And then that's when, you can have that moment. Yeah, those last 2 tag teams, I guess. Who did we say? Street Profits and who's the other team?
A-Town Down Under.
Yeah, that's probably who it's going to be.
Up next, last woman standing.
I thought that was Maxine Dupree. I was like, there she is. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's a fatal 5-way.
Oh, no.
So, what do you think main events WrestleMania 41? Let's look way into the future.
Night 1. Oh, Roman.
WrestleMania 41.
That's next year, right?
That normally comes after 40.
Oh, fucker, you made it sound like it was far off. That's why you made me question it. Yeah, that's what they're building to. I think we get Bianca Rhea. That's going to be a women's match because the fact they didn't do it this year is surprising, but I think we're getting that because that's like the Rock Austin of the women's current generation.
So I want to interrupt because something just popped in my head.
Yeah.
So we're in the era right now. Gunther's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
The Usos are the longest reigning tag team champions, right?
Yeah.
I don't really know the longest somebody held the United States title. Would not surprise me if Logan Paul breaks that. But I want to point out that we're developing a trend here that Triple H's era is going to have all the records for the title reigns, and they're going to erase Vince's era.
That's kind of what it's looking like, right? Just
I'm not upset about it.
Make sure my phone was charging. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it. And then who can even the way they've handled the women's titles? Just from I don't know what the lineages are anymore.
I mean, the most reigns is Charlotte by a mile.
But I don't even know how far because the way they've swapped titles and traded I don't know what the lineages are anymore.
I mean, Rhea's clearly, in my opinion, going to go down as the longest reigning women's champion.
Yeah.
And I do think Roman is going to be in that area soon. But see, the thing, the people are pointing out, how bad for the business it would be if Roman held the title 7 years. We're already at the halfway mark.
Scott, don't speak.
Business is at an all-time high.
Is that because of Roman being champion? No, it's because of the whole.
Not all of it, but there have been parts. The Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, those were big.
Yes,
but for every one of those, you get a payback, which was absolutely stacked with incredible matchups. Greatest women's match, arguably, of all time with Trish and Becky Lynch in that cage match. Seth and Shinsuke were on that.
I feel like if Roman stepped away for a year, I don't think you would notice a difference in like pay-per-views and stuff like that as far as viewership.
Roman essentially has been stepped away for a year, for a while.
Hey, you don't need him. I don't want to keep Scott. I don't want it. I don't want to. Because, okay, let's say he keeps it and we get Rock Roman next year. Roman's clearly winning that. What do we go 42? Solo? Jay? Rikishi? Who's he fighting at 42? And then you got to think about 43. I don't want to have to think about these things. Longest U.S. title holder is Lex Luger. That's right, my man Lex.
2 years? No. Almost 2 years as champion.
Who, Lex? That's fantastic.
That's easily outdone by Logan Paul right now.
I think, I don't know if they count that. I don't know if they count the WCW lineage into the WWE lineage of the U.S. title.
Maybe I think something's about to happen to that dog.
What dog? The big dog? Roman Reigns?
Dog Cody has.
Oh. Like, if you think like Rock's gonna run him over in one of his big trucks?
I don't think they're gonna do like that to an innocent animal, but
I mean, you remember that weird time with who didn't Al Snow have a puppy on TV at one point?
The Kennel from Hell match.
There was that. And then but I think he also had like a puppy at one point, and I don't want to say what I think happened because I'm not sure, and if it's wrong, then it just sounds incredibly racist. But I think his dog at one point.
What happened to the dog is what you think happened to the dog.
Okay, no, I'm right. Okay, cool. Because if I just made that up, that's crazy. April 1st, hot April Fools, he's not showing up.
Ricochet with another TV match. Samantha Irvine's putting in work for that man.
You can only think. There's maybe not, but there's a possibility we get Dom and JD also in the 16 tag extravaganza or whatever they're calling it.
16 extravaganza. Oh, that's probably also the name of Vince's board meetings, allegedly.
Oh, Scotty.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I hope Becky loses.
What is your deal with Becky?
I want the chaos of a fatal four-way.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Liv literally was just in the last segment.
They'll probably do Liv. They're because I said they're going to do 2 women's matches each night. So they'll probably do Liv and Nia and Becky and Rhea one night. And then they'll do the tag match and Bayley and Io one night. That's probably what'll happen. She's not your average girl, dude, if you're wondering.
Really?
Don't treat me like a woman. That's the name of her book, dude. Don't ask me.
Dude, respect her privacy.
That's right. Rate how cute the referee is out of 10. I'd say a 4. I don't want to shoot low on the guy, but
Gave him a higher rating than Otis.
God damn it. Nia Jax.
I think Nia's winning this.
Damn.
I do.
Now that I see her, she should win.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. They're going to give this match 20 minutes.
No, they're not. There's commercials coming somewhere. This match ain't getting a full 20.
For the live crowd, it's still 20. Unless people get involved, like you say, and we get the Fatal 4-Way set up.
I fully believe Liv is going to cost Becky this match. Is this the this is the second last woman standing, right? Charlotte and Sasha had the first.
Yeah. Good callback. Good callback.
But the big question is, will this be better? I'm not gonna lie, that one-on-one match Becky and Nia had, that was probably Nia's best singles match she's ever had.
You know, it'd be a banger match: Nia versus Bronson. We're talking meat matches. Am I allowed to say that about Nia?
It's the meatiest.
Five.
Oh, we're gonna go to commercial right now, aren't we?
I think so.
As soon as she beats that count, and we'll be back. But I do want to commend like Becky, like on the ring gear. Like she's really never made it about her body.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's always had
Like,
great.
she's in incredible shape. And a fucking commercial.
Yeah, you called that one. You called that one, brother.
I think I'm also going to call the Liv Morgan thing.
What commercial you got right now? I got Jason Momoa and the guys from
Scrubs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I love it. The same commercials. Toyota? Are you at Toyota yet?
Not yet. I'm in the... Oh, there's Toyota.
There we are.
So when this gets back, there'll probably be about 15 minutes left. Give or take. Yeah. Hey, it's that pizza you hate.
Hey!
See, that just looks good compared to, like, you know, Pizza Hut. All right, best burger place. What's the S tier burger?
The thing, I don't want to say what I think it actually is because I hate their prices. But if we're talking pure flavor, it's got to be Five Guys. That's a great burger, dude. I can't think of one better. Although I do think Burger King's burgers are underrated. If you're asking me to put, if you put Whopper against Big Mac, it's Whopper every time.
I'm not a big McDonald's fan.
Good man.
I like Wendy's burgers.
Wendy's are great too. Oh, the square patties. Oh, 1000%.
There was a burger that I had. I want to say it was at Christo's.
Christo's.
That is sleeper burger. It was an A1 burger.
Oof. Oh, the peanut butter burger at Triple X, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're talking.
I think the reason I like burgers is like they're so versatile.
Do anything with them. You'll be surprised the things that works with a beef patty.
Peanut butter is one of them.
Yeah, I remember I was like, peanut butter. And then I had it. It's so savory. Like, it loses its sweetness in a way. It's so good.
Now, are you a Dog and Suds fan?
I think they're overrated.
You broke my heart.
Bad. It's kind of like Dom. It's mid, and people really hype it up. And if people wouldn't hype it up, I'd love it. It's okay. I don't think they have good burgers, and their dogs are all right.
It's a hot dog. You can't really wow me that much with a hot dog.
Yeah. I think Sonic's better than Dog and Suds.
Big Mac better than the Whopper.
Oh, that's a tough one, Missy. You've had a lot of great takes, and that's not one of them because it's 3 pieces of bread. What did we need so much carbs for? It's to cover up how terrible those patties are. That's what we're doing.
It's a cover-up job.
Cover up.
Becky's hardest part of the match is her fight with the table.
I am the table.
You know who I miss on Raw? Well, in WWE in general, Carmella.
She's the last pregnant one to not come back, right? Wait, well, Bliss came back, right? Am I misreading that?
No, this hasn't been back yet.
I don't. In my head, she was back at the Rumble. I really gotta work on that.
I don't know. Does Bliss ever come back? Do we ever see Alexa Bliss again in WWE?
You think she married a pop star and she's done?
I mean, there was the talk about all those concussions.
Possibly. I mean, what left does she have to prove? You know what I mean? She's done everything.
Multiple-time women's champion.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, you really can't go back to that Fiend type gimmick.
Yeah.
Because Bray's gone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, God, that hurt like hell.
Yeah, Samoa drop on the chairs. Oof.
But Carmella, I always thought was a really good heel. She had that one brief run with the women's championship.
Are you talking about when the Chinless Wonder was around?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a thing that. Remember they had the first women's Money in the Bank match and a man won it? Remember that? They don't talk about that a lot.
Chase is about to get future endeavored.
That's just the comments, asshole. Yeah. yeah.
Dude, I could be watching NWA tapes right now.
Mid-South would really slap at this time of night.
Dude, VHS.
Acknowledge Ava Rain.
Oh, guess what came in the mail today? So I showed you the figures.
Yeah.
What I did not show you.
Some Playboys?
I guess this kind of counts. Like.
Oh, sick. That's awesome. Those. Oh, Sean. That's a sick cover, too.
No, I got an extra one for you. Hold on. Let me get it.
All right.
So I have two of this one.
Yeah, because no one wanted it. That's why there's so many copies of it. They could barely sell it.
I didn't even think Kane was on the cover.
You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry. I didn't even think that he was on the cover.
Oh, yeah, I just missed that.
Woo. That's outstanding. You know I love you.
Yeah.
Dude, Becky's just getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Nia looking strong.
What candy bar would you say Nia Jax looks like? With her
A milk dud.
A what?
A milk dud that was left out in the sun.
I would say a Ferrero Rocher. Is that what they're called? Golden? Yeah, that's what she looks like.
That's not even a candy bar. That's like a little chocolate.
Well, it's the only thing I can think of that was gold. There's not a lot of gold candy bars. What's the Hershey? One of the Hershey's is gold, I think. I think it's like the almond one.
That was a horrible clothesline. I thought you were about to ask me the best candy bar. I was like, now we're talking.
What is the best candy bar?
God. So, mine's like a really unpopular one.
Is it
It's a what?
A whatchamacallit?
No.
Those are good. They're underrated.
I was always a big Carmelo fan.
Yeah, we were just talking about her, dude. Hopefully she comes back, dude. Get over it.
The candy bar. The candy bar.
Good. Those are good.
Well, or
I'm
Twix.
So I'm not a big Twix guy.
Is it the caramel?
It's the cookie part. I don't know. This doesn't do much for me. It's too. I don't know. I'm surprised that since you're such an old man, you didn't say the Zero bar was your favorite candy bar. Because that's the old people love those.
That's an S tier bar, dude.
It's so good. I didn't want to bring it up. Mine's probably. Reese's is always up there for me because I'm a peanut butter lover. I don't know if you remember this, and this is when we were working together, is when these were out. They had the Butterfinger peanut butter cups. It was marketed against Reese's. Those were the best. They were better than Reese's, and they got rid of them, and they took them from us.
You know, it's another really good one that they don't make anymore. Butterfinger BBs.
I was gonna say it. I had it up here. You said which one? I said BBs. They don't make them no more. I think of the Simpsons commercials. Good times. You know what's funny is Chase said, "Hey, during commercial breaks, make sure you guys are promoting and doing stuff. We just keep talking about food every commercial break. We're just like, hey, dude, you know it sounds fire. Well, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it at all.
How do you feel about Milky Ways?
Not good. Not good.
Dude, the guys in the chat, let us know. And
Yeah.
we're back on commercial. We're talking food again. What's your favorite candy bar? S tier candy bar.
I don't. Milky Way.
And why is it 0?
Why is it old fashioned? What's that one really old candy? Is it like Nilla? That's like a wafer. You know what I'm talking about?
The vanilla wafers or whatever. Kit Kat?
No, it's a wafer. It's like a little. They come in like a Mentos type thing, but they still look like they're really old. Fuck, I can't.
So I would know what they are.
Yes, Scott. So he's quit fucking around and just tell me. They taste like chalk. They're like these little coins. I forgot the name of them. They're awful. Necco. Thank you, Alex. It is Necco wafers. They are disgusting. They taste like the 1950s.
Like Depression?
I don't know how you were feeling back then, dude. I don't.
I'm thinking like Three Musketeers was really good.
You love all the terrible candy bars. I gotta be honest with you. I'm pissed at everyone.
Dude, my Nana liked Three Musketeers.
Okay, I'm not gonna shit on Nana's favorite Reese's peanut butter cups. Paydays are great too.
Oh yes, Payday,
dude. Load me up on nuts and caramel, dude. The chocolate covered Paydays are okay. They're not great, but they're okay.
So,
as a kid, Hershey's cookies and cream was my. If they could somehow combine that with a Reese's cup, but make the outside cookies and cream, or a cookies and cream cup, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, dude? That'd be fire.
Snickers.
Snickers is classic. Never gonna hate on Snickers. It comes through whenever you need it.
That shit's dangerous if you eat that thing frozen.
Who's eating frozen Snickers?
I love frozen candy, like candy bars. Love them frozen.
What's the Toblerones? Those are good frozen.
Yes. So, you want to know a hack for eating Oreos?
Yeah.
So, I don't like dunking them into the milk.
If you tell me about the fucking fork thing, Scott, I'm leaving this chat. Everyone knows.
You changed the topic.
It's a good idea. If you don't know about it, it's a good idea. I'm just being an asshole. It's great.
So you stick the fork into the cream or what the adhesive to the Oreo.
You stick it in the glue.
The glue. Then you dunk it in the milk to soften the glue.
What was that? What do you dip it in?
The milk.
It's an I, not an E, Scott. What do you say? The milk?
Milk.
Stop. No. What is happening right now? It's milk, not milk.
Are you word shaming me?
Do what?
Are you word shaming me?
It's just, you pronounce it like you're from the 1950s, so you and your Necco wafers. Also, Necco sounds like a slur, and I feel like that's the last time I'm going to say it because I'm not comfortable with spreading that type of negativity around here.
Did Chase bring that up?
Son of a bitch. Oh,
wrestling's back. We can start talking about wrestling again and not food.
Not food. I don't know why, but like I just saw Nia's outfit and I was like, man, candy. Like immediately. Kind of looks like melted butter.
Dude, they got Snick.
What?
The melted butter just got me. I don't know why.
It does. It looks like it's a melted butter themed outfit.
I like how she just like got the entire front row with that fire extinguisher too.
Huh.
I really don't want Becky to win this.
You hate Becky, dude.
I don't hate Becky. Oh God, I thought she was gonna backdrop her in.
That wouldn't be an issue.
God, she does look like melted butter.
Like melted caramel, like something. It's very splotchy.
Oh, remind me to tell you something off this. I've been meaning to tell you this for like 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
But it slipped my mind, and then something happened today that reminded me to tell you about this, and then I almost forgot.
We only got like
then melted butter reminded me.
Okay, interesting. I'm intrigued.
It'll make perfect sense once we talk about it. We have 3 minutes left of this telecast.
Oh! We're at
What if Liv just swept her legs out and that was it? Overall, though, like I feel like they put too many commercials, I think, in this main event match.
Yeah.
Because like they would come back and like random ass weapons were set up, and I'm kind of like, oh, okay. Though, like 90% of this match has gone to Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Which would also lead me to believe that Becky would win.
That is the methodology for WWE matches.
But it takes that one big move by the babyface. Oh, like her finisher off it. Oh, what if it's a draw?
No.
If there's ever a time for Liv Morgan. She got... Honestly, all things considered, this has been a pretty solid last woman standing match.
Yeah. No.
All things considered. Where the hell is Becky going?
You know where she's going.
Pat McAfee's dressed like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, that should be the finish.
Is it not?
I mean, Nia's not even moving.
Yeah, that's got to be it, right?
Damn it.
Really ruined your night, didn't it?
Ugh. I thought we were going to get like some 11th hour bullshit and Liv was going to do something to prevent Becky from winning. I was a little bit sad about that.
Really splattered the butter on that one.
Oh, here comes Mommy.
It's You're saying things weird again.
What am I supposed to say, Mammy?
Yes.
Here comes Mammy.
That's better.
Well, I think this kind of eliminates Nia from that title contention thought.
Yeah.
That's a pretty decisive loss.
Yeah. Dirty Dom. I don't mind that shirt. I think if I didn't hate Dom, I'd wear it.
We need to get you some Dom merchandise.
I can't believe the 2K24, you have to pick between Kane and Dom. My worst nightmare.
I really wish Dom would have been the main event against Jinder.
Kane, a special guest referee.
And we get a face-off to end Raw. Overall, this was a really good Raw.
It moved great.
Nothing felt slow.
The pacing of this show was really good. I got to give it to him. Match of the night was probably the DIY versus Creed brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great Raw. Glad to say my first Raw was good.
Good. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Got Kelly interview coming up tomorrow. Make sure to check out all of our stuff. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It helps out a lot. Everybody have a good night, and thank you for watching with us. Everybody out there, take care.